During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Welcome to Riverton High School. I'm Cody Beers. He's Travis Gumpton, and welcome to the 2A girls semifinal game between the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs and the Riverside Lady Rebels. I'm here with Travis Gumpton, and Travis, hey, you had an exciting one over in Lander today. We just watched an exciting one as the Shoshone boys knocked off the defending state champions, the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies, 29-25 in a really low-scoring affair. But your game today, DuBois, tell us about it.
Yeah, it was a good one over in Lander. The DuBois Rams defeated Little Snake, and it was a tough one for the Rams, but they are going to be going to the 1A Regional State Championship game tomorrow afternoon at noon at Lander Valley. It's going to be an exciting one. And like you said, Shoshone, big time win for the Wranglers, as one of our radio secretary, Miss Leanne, is over here. She's excited. Everybody was excited. And I'll tell you what, it was loud here inside this gymnasium. I have not seen Riverton Gymnasium rocking like this all season. It was a good atmosphere, and I'm looking forward to having 2 more fun games because we still got a lot of basketball to go tonight.
Wyoming Indian Chiefs today, Travis, advanced with a 90-60 win over St. Stephen's, and they'll play tomorrow morning at 9:30 against the loser of the next game, which we're going to call. It'll be Wind River and Big Piney. But this game here, the Lady Chiefs and Riverside, unusual contest because Wyoming Indian Riverside did not play this year, so they're seeing each other for the first time. And this Lady Chiefs team, they have a goal. First one, win a conference championship, and then 2, win a 4th straight state championship. But it's 1 game at a time for the Lady Chiefs in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, this Riverside team, just looking on paper, is going to be an interesting matchup for the Lady Chiefs. They're coming in with a 5-2 conference record, or 4-2 conference record, 10-11 overall, but I feel like that overall record can be deceiving. The conference record is what really stands out to me. 4-2, it's going to be an interesting matchup because this is a team that can really go in and out with you. Riverside will shoot 3-point shots according to their stats, and they'll also go inside on their 2-point shots. So the Lady Chiefs are going to have to be able to guard the perimeter as well as guarding the inside.
Wyoming Indian comes in 17-4, and just for your records, Riverside now 11-11 after last night. But the Lady Chiefs scores 50 points per game. They give up 38. On the other side, Riverside scores 33 points a game, and they give up 33 points a game. Wyoming Indian shoots 27% from behind the arc, 39% inside the arc, and 55% at the free throw line. Riverside, on the other hand, shoots 21% on their three-pointers, 31% out or inside the arc, and 40% at the free throw line. So if you look at numbers on paper, this should be one-sided, but don't ever count out a team when they make it to this level. I think a lot of people thought the Shoshone Wranglers would roll over in the boys semifinal, and it didn't happen. Shoshone Wranglers going to play for a regional championship game tomorrow. at 1 o'clock against the winner of tonight's 7:30 game, Wind River and Big Piney.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that Wind River Big Piney game. I did get an opportunity to take a look at Big Piney recently, and that's going to be an interesting matchup as well. We saw Big Piney at Wyoming Indian, and so we know what they're capable of, so that'll be an interesting matchup. And one of the things you were saying was, coming into this atmosphere in the semifinals and so on and so forth, on paper, Wyoming Indian is the overall favorite, but when I was over at in Lander watching Du Bois, there was 2 games where they were the overall favorite on paper, but they ended up only winning in the second half. So don't count your chickens before they hatch, as they say down south. It's going to be a lot of fun to see.
Yeah, we actually say that in Wyoming too, Travis. So Caroline Schlotman is the leading scorer on this Basin team. She comes in averaging 11.2 points a game, 9.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 3.7 blocks for Caroline Schlotman. The next leading scorer is Daylin Zierhoff. Zierhoff scores 10.5 points a game, pulls in 3.1 steals. So those two, most of the offense goes through. On the other side, Desi Seahair scoring 12.7 points a game, pulling down 7.3 rebounds, and we're getting 9.3 points a game and 2.2 steals from Inez Harris. Hey, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll try to get Shoshone coach Jonathan Hakelin here for a couple minutes on the pregame show. Shoshone Wranglers win a big one tonight. They take down the defending state champions, and they'll play tomorrow against the Wind River Big Piney winner for a regional championship. We'll be back on KWYW.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Hey, welcome back to Riverton High School. A rowdy night, and Coach, you guys started things off, got the crowd worked up. Hey, big win for you guys over the defending state champions. You're playing for a championship. It's got to feel good.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. This is my second year, and I've known it. They haven't got to state since 1997, so it feels good. Just to get a win and get our ticket punched to the state tournament, but we still got work to do tomorrow.
It was a weird game. It was low scoring, and it kind of felt like if you got a 3-4 point lead, it felt more like 10 or 15.
No, exactly. I mean, credit to the Rocky Mountain. They played great defense. Our guys stayed the course, though. We got to the second and third layer of our offense, and we kept on running it and believed in what we've done all year. So
you guys, this team, a lot of these guys were on that state championship football team, and they just play with confidence. Nothing seems too big for them, and that's got to help the confidence coming off a state football championship.
Sure, it really goes back to last summer. I mean, they dedicated time in the weight room. Obviously, they come off a state championship in football, but we've been battle tested all year. We've had these close games, so they know how to handle it. So I thought this whole year's prepared us for this moment.
We almost got Rocky Mountain in that last part of the regular season. That was a 2-point game, and tonight, got to feel like vindication. You get that third one, and that's the one that counts.
Sure. We knew we let one go towards the end of the season, but the guys believed, they knew they could get it done, and I mean, they played hard, played together, and just happy we came out with the win.
Pretty good point guards you've got, and a pretty good forward. They can both play their butts off.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex Mills, can't say enough. He's our floor general. He runs our offense. He does a great job at doing it. And then Nathan, he's a senior, really leads our team, and we kind of go as he goes. So 2 special players, but I mean, we got 8 other guys.
Sure.
So.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow in the regional championship.
All right, thank you.
All right, Coach Jonathan Wakeland, thanks for joining us here.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, so we're getting ready to go with starters, and thanks for that. We got a good interview there with Coach Wakeland. Hey, big win by the Shoshone Wranglers tonight, and we're ready to go with the 2A girls semifinal matchup between the Riverside Rebels and the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. And the starters first for Wyoming Indian, a junior, Layla Seabearing, another junior at point guard, Taylor Trosper, a senior, Inez Harris,
number 3,
a senior, Desi Seahair, and the final starter for Wyoming Indian, a senior, Layla Sunroads. It'll be Layla Seabearing, Taylor Trosper, Inez Harris, Layla Sunroads, and Desi Seahair for the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. For the Riverside Rebels tonight, we'll get those starters. Second leading scorer on this team, Daylin Zierhoff, averaging 10.5 points and 3.1 steals.
Number 4, Franklin.
Second starter, Caroline Schlottman, averaging 11.2 points a game, 9.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 3.7 blocks. The third starter, averaging 6.5 points, Braylin Kozisek for the Riverside Lady Rebels. And let's see the fourth starter, number 23, Avery Lewis. And the fifth starter, Alicia Mendenhall. It'll be Kozisek, Mendenhall, Zierhoff, Schlottman, and Lewis for Riverside. And we're getting ready to go as the Schlottman will jump it up against Layla Seabearing. The Lady Chiefs out in their road travel uniforms, and Riverside, the home team tonight, they're playing in white. It'll be Wyoming Indian winning the opening tip. There's Taylor Trosper, and we're underway. To Layla Seabearing on the high post. She'll lose the ball out of bounds, and a turnover quickly by the Lady Chiefs.
Partner, I just took a listen to us on the YouTube channel, and they can barely hear us, but this crowd is so loud and so raucous for this Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs team. We may have to be screaming by the time this night's over.
Schlottman finds Kozisek, and back to Zierhoff. Lady Chiefs in that 2-3 zone defense, and it's safe to say the Riverside Rebels have not seen a defense like this for most of the year. There's Schlottman from the corner, and she'll hit for 3 points. They're going to call it a 2-pointer on that one, so 2-0 Rebels. There's a pass inside meant for Desi Seahair, and it'll be taken away by the Lady Rebels. So here comes Schlottman down court. Schlottman into the corner where she just hit that shot. She'll have to give it up, and stolen away by Desi Seahair. So turnover, back to Wyoming Indian, and Layla Seabearing out of control there with the turnover, her second of the first quarter. So 2-0 game, and here we go, back the other way. Here's Schlottman. She'll give it up to Zierhoff, and back to Mendenhall at the top of the key. Right side on the angle to Lewis. Lewis can't go anywhere. She'll find Schlottman, leading scorer on this team. 3-pointer on the way, not good by Zierhoff, and the rebound picked up by Lewis, and then she'll double dribble the basketball. So second turnover in this game on Riverside, and it'll be Lady Chiefs basketball. 6:22 to play, first quarter, 2-0 ball game. Here's Trosper, Left side to Inez Harris. Back to Trosper, top of the key. Now Inez. Riverside playing the 2-3 zone. Here's a pass on the interior. It'll go off Riverside and out of bounds. 6:06 to play, first quarter.
Pass is really not as crisp as you would like if you're a Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs fan. Just seems like early jitters from the Lady Chiefs.
They'll inbound it to Layla Sunroads. Back to Inez Harris. Now left side to Trosper. And picking the ball up on the turnover. Again, Layla Seabearing, number 4 turnovers. Here's Schlotman. Schlotman will dribble to the right side, kick it back outside to Mendenhall. 5:47 to play first quarter. 2-0 ball game. Nothing really going. It seems like everybody's sitting on their hands here inside Wolverine Gym. This gym probably 75% full. Here's a rebound by Layla Seabearing.
Oh, we both know that if Wyoming Indian scores, this place is going to probably have a mushroom cloud over it.
It'll get going. Here's Inez Harris from the corner, three-pointer, front of the rim, not good. She'll get her own rebound and find Layla Seabearing. Here's Seabearing down the lane. Looked like a foul, no call. Seabearing goes to the floor, and we'll get a jump ball as going down for Riverside was Alicia Mendenhall, and it'll be Riverside basketball in the exchange of possession. Look at the food coming in here. We got pretzels, we got nachos, we got popcorn.
The other thing we got is plenty of room, so if you're still out and about, come back out here.
There's Layla Sunroads with the steal to Taylor Trosper. Trosper tries to go to the hole. She'll lose the ball. So turnovers each way, and it'll be Riverside basketball in backcourt to Mendenhall. Riverside trying to get it across the timeline. They will, but then there's a walk and no call. Left side, Schlotman. She'll go toward the baseline. Jump shot, not good. Rebound, Layla Seabearing. Ball tiptoed around. Back to Riverside, not good. And then Mendenhall with the rebound again. Then they go to the floor, and we'll get a held ball. Wyoming Indian basketball. So nothing pretty about the first 3.5 minutes of this one.
Layla Seabearing almost just ripped that ball away from the Riverside Lady Rebel that she was tied up against. I mean, you saw her yank back.
Wyoming Indian basketball. Here's Taylor Trosper in the corner to Inez Harris. Now in on the blocks. Desi Seahair. Shot up, not good. And then Desi will try to save it back in, and she'll throw it out of bounds. Riverside basketball. So nothing very famous here early on for either team. 2-0 game. We had a defensive struggle in the last game. 29-25 win for Shoshone over Rocky Mountain, and Riverside now throws the ball away. So 9 turnovers in 4:05 of the first quarter, and a 2-0 ball game. Semifinal, 2A West semifinal. Coach Alita Moss up talking to Taylor Trosper. Let's get this offense going, I'm sure the coach is saying. Right side, Inez Harris for 3, not good. Rebound, Layla Sunroads, and she'll be pushed out of bounds. So the foul will go on Riverside. And the first foul on Alicia Mendenhall. Her first foul, first team foul called in this ballgame. Back in the ballgame for the first time, Casey Pryor of the Lady Rebels. And leaving was Zierhoff. Shot up, not good by Wyoming Indian, and it'll go out of bounds. So Taylor Trosper misses the shot. And I know they're frustrated early on by this. Lady Chiefs out in the full court press, 2-2-1 full court press. There's Schlotman, she'll bring it into Zierhoff. And back to Schlotman, left side to Kozasek. And she'll run over the top of the Lady Chief. Taylor Trosper gonna get up. As Schlotman to the corner, and then a steal. Desi Seahair out to Trosper. They're on the run. Here's Inez Harris, and the ball will be tipped out of bounds by Kozasek.
That was a nice defensive effort by Kozasek to come back and sprint up the floor to make sure that there was no easy layup for the Lady Chiefs.
3:07 to play, 2-0 ball game. Here's Amaya Hermini horses in the game along with Kylan Fighting Bear, and we'll get Layla Sunroads and Inez Harris out for a quick break. Lady Chiefs basketball. There's Trosper on the out-of-bounds play. She'll bring it in to Sunroads. I'm sorry, to Seabearing, and the ball's going to be tipped away from her. Turnover, down, missed layup, but for Riverside, and a baseball pass deep to Layla Seabearing. She'll go to the hole and draw the foul on Kozasek.
And again, Kozasek down there and was able to get a defense. It was a wide open shot for the Lady Chiefs, but Kozasek in the right place, the right time. Yes, she drew the foul, but it was not an easy bucket.
So Layla Seabearing goes to the line. She'll shoot 2. First one on the way, not good. Slow start to this 2A West Regional semifinal. Easily the largest crowd that either of these teams have played in front of this year. Seabearing, second free throw on the way is good. So Lady Chiefs get on the scoreboard with 2:52 to go in the first quarter. And Seabearing will come out. Benet Nipwater now in the game. Lady Chiefs back in the full court press. Here's Zeroff, back to Schlotman. Schlotman, right side, finds Zeroff across the timeline. She'll quickly be picked up by Taylor Trosper. 2:40 to play, first quarter. Schlotman drives inside, back outside to Zeroff. And then in the interior, Mendenhall's going to walk with the basketball. So 5 turnovers on Riverside, 5 on Wyoming Indian, and it'll be Lady Chiefs basketball. Both teams very tentative early on, Travis.
Yeah, and tentative is putting it very likely. You can just feel the jitters, it feels like, which is unusual because both these teams have, played in this tournament yesterday, and I don't expect, as soon as I say that, Desi Seabearing takes a shot up and no good. But, yeah, I feel like this is just early jitters. I think once we get really going into this one, we're going to be all right.
Maya Hermini Horses kicks the ball out of bounds on that missed shot by Desi Seahair. 2:11 to play, first quarter. Big score here. It's 2-1. This is like a baseball game between the Yankees and Red Sox. Shot in the corner up for Riverside, not good by Zeroff, and a rebound taken away by Nipwater. Lady Chiefs trying to pick up the pace here a little bit. Here's Fighting Bear. Inside, Desi Seahair. Schlotman going to be whistled for the foul. I don't believe so. It'll be on 33, Casey Pryor, her first foul. So Desi Seahair will go to the line. 1:44 to play in the first. And we'll wait while a player ties their shoe. Riverside team coached by Jason Mitchell. Go ahead, Travis.
Sorry about that. I was going to say, Cody, looking at the score 2-1 right now with 1:44 left, as poorly as both teams have played, I'll wait for this first shot.
Shot by Desi Seahair is good.
As poorly as they have, the Lady Chiefs have played, they are still close into this game. Obviously, they're tied. So that's a good thing for the Lady Chiefs.
Second free throw, not good. We're tied up 2 apiece on the scoreboard here as Caroline Schlotman will bring the ball across the timeline. She'll give it up to Zeroff. Lady Chiefs in that 2-3 zone. Taylor Trosper matches up out front. Here's a move inside taken away by Amaya Hermini Horses. And it'll be Wyoming Indian basketball and the 6th turnover by Riverside. So Hermini Horses left side to Fighting Bear. And then Fighting Bear is going to throw it away out of bounds. But it's saved back in by Hermini Horses to Taylor Trosper. Now Seahair drives the lane. She can't go anywhere, and now we're on the floor. And we'll get a traveling call on Riverside. It'll stay with Wyoming Indian. So 7 turnovers on the Lady Rebels. Inside a minute to go in the first quarter. And this game is even at 2 apiece. Here's Seahair in the corner. They'll throw it around to Hermini Horses. Now Fighting Bear on the far side. And Nipwater. Benet Nipwater inside with the little left-handed hook. It goes. And the Lady Chiefs up 4-2. And then Riverside throws the ball away. It'll be Wyoming Indian basketball. So the Lady Chiefs full court press paid dividends there. 45.9 seconds to play. There's Fighting Bear inside to Seahair. Now the Lady Chiefs moving the ball. Nipwater misses the shot, puts it back up, and the rebound by Caroline Schlottman. She'll own the paint in this one if the Lady Chiefs will allow her to. Inside 30 seconds, here's Schlottman. Good athlete, Caroline Schlottman. Probably one of the best players in Wyoming, Class 2A. Here's Zierhoff on the inside, right side to Mendenhall. Inside, and the ball going to go off the foot of Kozasek. And we'll get a held ball, and it will be Riverside basketball with 11.1 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 2A West Regional Girls semifinal game, and the winner will match up tomorrow against Rocky Mountain. Guaranteed Rocky Mountain will come out and play with tempo. And so these two teams just looking to get things going here. Here's the pass in to Zierhoff. Her shot not good. Rebound by Nipwater, and then it'll go off Fighting Bear and out of bounds. So turnover number 7 on the Lady Chiefs with 5.9 seconds to play. And Schlottman will come back in after a brief break. She'll replace Laura Earl in the lineup. 4 seconds to Mendenhall, and a steal for Nipwater, and nobody is any the wiser. We've played a quarter. It's Wyoming Indian 4, Riverside 2. We're back. This is Wyoming Indian basketball on KWYW.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back. It'll be Wyoming Indian basketball as we open the second quarter of play. 4-2 ball game. Really not too much to talk about. Caroline Schlottman with 2 points for Riverside. On the other side, 2 points for Benet Nipwater, and Wyoming Indian 2 for 4 at the free throw line. It'll be Lady Chiefs basketball. There's a pass inside, Desi Seahair. She can't go up against Schlottman. Outside, Inez Harris, top of the key. 7:46 and counting here in the second. Here's Seahair will try to go up, and I just lost sound in my ears. All right, am I too loud talking?
No, it's me too loud. Sorry about that, folks.
4-2 ball game, and we're gonna get a timeout for Wyoming Indian. Not sure what's going on. Alita Moss not sure. Did we get a timeout for the Chiefs? Okay, Alita Moss says, okay, I'll take a full timeout. We'll be back, 7:41 to play first half. You're listening to Wyoming Indian basketball on KWYW.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Welcome back, Riverton High School. 7:41 to play second quarter. That was a 30-second timeout for Wyoming Indian, and they'll take the ball out of bounds. So we'll see what they drew up in that timeout. Inez Harris with the ball out of bounds. She'll bring it in deep to Amaya Hermini horses, and it'll be Lady Chiefs basketball. Left side, Inez Harris. 4-2 ball game. Yeah, and we're in the second quarter. Lady Chiefs lead it. Here's Amaya Hermini horses for 3, not good. And the rebound comes away to Daylin Zierhoff. Down court to Kozasek. Kozasek, right side to Zierhoff. Zierhoff being guarded closely by Inez Harris. Now to Mendenhall. She'll try to come back. Inez Harris with the near steal on her. Now left side, Avery Lewis. Her shot going to go out of bounds, blocked by Benet Nipwater.
You know, we just saw a defensive struggle between Shoshone and Rocky Mountain, and like you said, this is sizing up to be the exact same thing, 4-2. No one really able to find points so far.
Michaela Highwalker in the game. Layla Seabearing back in. Schlotman misses the turnaround jump shot from 10, and it'll be a Wyoming Indian basketball. So here's Harris over the timeline. Riverside doing an excellent job getting back on defense and forcing Wyoming Indian into their zone offense. Here's Highwalker to Harris. Highwalker, left-hander on the way behind three-pointer, not good. Rebound Nipwater. Highwalker shot back up, and then Layla Seabearing with the rebound. Left side, Inez Harris, three-pointer, not good. And right now, nobody can buy a bucket on either side. Here's Highwalker. She'll bring it back outside to Inez Harris. 6:20 to play first half. We're going to start talking about the broadcast schedule for tomorrow. The only game we're sure of is that Wyoming Indian boys will play at 9:30, and Du Bois boys will play at noon. Here's Benet Nipwater. Will be fouled on the drive. I believe that one will be on Caroline Schlotman. And out of the crowd, we get a fan saying, "Call it both ways."
I mean, yeah, you looking up at the scoreboard, 4 fouls to no fouls.
Nipwater misses the free throw. So Wyoming Indian now 2 of 5 at the free throw line.
So we know one thing. Coming, at least if by the time this game is over, we're not going to stay at 4-2. The offenses are going to start clicking at some point.
Second free throw from Nipwater is good, and the Lady Chiefs lead at 5-2 on the WyoToday.com scoreboard. There's Mendenhall. They'll break the press. She tries to throw it inside and hits Layla Seabearing right in the nose. Layla's down. She gets up smiling, but that had to have hurt on the play. Somebody's yelling, "Call a foul," but the ball hit Layla in the nose. No foul to call there. Here's Layla. She'll take away that pass, and she's going to go right to the hole.
Oh!
And we're going to get a walking on Layla Seabearing. She got the ball behind her back, and then we had massive collision after she walked with the basketball.
She was thinking behind the back to go around, and she just couldn't get the ball around her back.
8 turnovers on each team. And here's Wyoming Indian with the near steal. Mendenhall will get it across, and then Inez Harris forces the turnover. Number 9 on Riverside. Here's to Nipwater. She'll get knocked to the floor by Mendenhall. Nope, they're going to say it's on Zierhoff. So first foul on her. 5 team fouls now on Riverside. No fouls on Wyoming Indian thus far.
Cody, I feel like for the last 2 minutes, all I've said is "oh" and "oh" because it's been a physical game in the last couple of minutes.
It is. Here's Inez Harris on the out-of-bounds play. From 3, it's good. Inez knocks it down, and it's an 8-2 lead for Wyoming Indian. And we'll get...
It was a steal, and then they stepped out of bounds, so it'll go back to the
Riverside Lady Rebels with
the
basketball. Here's Zierhoff across the timeline. She'll dribble right side, stop, pop the 8-footer. Way long, and a rebound taken away by Avery Lewis to Caroline Schlotman. Schlotman trying to do something with the basketball. She can't. She'll give it up to Zierhoff. Right side, Schlotman. Schlotman going to wind up, throw an air ball, but it's rebounded by Riverside. They'll miss the shot, and Benet Nipwater comes away with the rebound. 5 minutes to play in the first half. It's an 8-2 ball game. Here's Nipwater down the lane. Layup for Layla Seabearing. Nice ball movement from Nipwater to Seabearing, and it's 10-2 Wyoming Indian.
I've seen Wyoming Indian enough to know that that's tradition right there.
Steal for Inez Harris. She'll miss the free throw, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Chiefs.
What I meant to say was it was traditional Wyoming Indian basketball. They move the ball so well. They are really good with passing. They find an open slot and an open player for an easy shot.
Here's Layla Seabearing on the out-of-bounds play. She'll fire up a three-point air ball, and the rebound taken away by Laura Earl of Riverside, and then we'll get a foul called on Inez Harris. So first team foul with 4:34 to play in the first half on Wyoming Indian, and it goes on Inez Harris. Riverside basketball, 4:34 to play in the first half. Down court we go to Zeroff. Left side to Avery Lewis. She'll drive inside, drop it to Zeroff. Zeroff with the running one-hander. It's not good. Rebound on a good hustle play by Lewis. And then we'll get a Riverside, nope, a Wyoming Indian foul. Inez Harris, her second foul.
That was a weird foul because Inez wasn't even near the play.
So second team foul on the Lady Chiefs. Here's Caroline Schlottman. She'll lose the ball and save it back inside, but it'll be out of bounds. So turnover number 10 on Riverside. Timeout. Riverside coach Jason Mitchell says we better talk this over. 4:15 to play first half. Wyoming Indian 10, Riverside 2. We're back on KWYW. Welcome back, Riverton High School. 4:15 to play first half. And the Lady Chiefs lead it 10-2 on the WyoToday.com scoreboard. Next game up, it'll be Wind River and Big Piney in the boys semifinal game. Shoshone has already stamped their ticket to state and the spot in the regional championship game. And we had a nice interview with Coach Jonathan Wakeland in his second year for the Wranglers. Here's a shot inside by Desi Seahair. It'll be blocked out of bounds by Caroline Schlottman of Riverside.
Partner, I don't want to make any early predictions, but could you imagine an all Fremont County state regional championship game?
It could happen. It could happen. Here's Michaela Highwalker, right side to Trosper. 3:58 to play first half. Back top of the key, Highwalker around the bend. Layla Seabearing drives inside, and we'll get a foul on Schlottman. It'll be her second foul in the first half. So Layla Seabearing using her speed to get to the free throw line. She's 1 for 2 so far. Wyoming Indian 3 out of 6 from the line so far as Layla Seabearing steps to the line and misses the first free throw. So she'll get a second. Boy, it is just eerily quiet inside of here as Seabearing to the line. Second free throw, not good. Rebound taken back by Taylor Trosper, and then she'll get her own rebound back again. Outside to Layla Seabearing. She'll drop it to Trosper. Now to Seabearing. To Desi Seahair. She'll go up with it and have her shot taken away. And then Layla Seabearing's all over the floor, and we'll get a jump ball, a held ball, and it'll be Riverside Rebels basketball.
I love watching Layla Seabearing play defense. It is just so much fun to watch. She is so intense, and every time a ball gets taken from her, it's almost like she takes it personally.
Boy, and she is quick. She can intercept passes. They're going to call a Wyoming Indian foul on that, as splitting the defense was Braylon Kozasek, and the foul going to go on Taylor Trosper. So third team foul on Wyoming Indian, and it'll be Riverside basketball. Here's the inbounds pass to Kozasek, and they're going to try to break the press. They'll get past the press, but Caroline Schlottman steps on the sideline. It'll go out of bounds. Turnover now, number 11 on Riverside. in this first half. 3:17 to play. Wyoming Indian basketball. Taylor Trosper with the ball. Inside to Desi Seahair. She'll find Layla Seabearing. Kind of a high-low post pass. And Seabearing hits the three-footer. It's 12-2 Wyoming Indian. 3 minutes to play first half. Here's Zierhoff. They'll break the press. Top of the key, Mendenhall. Her jump shot, not good. And we'll get a pushing foul on Wyoming Indian. And that'll go on Michaela Highwalker, her first foul. So fourth team foul on Wyoming Indian. And it'll be Riverside basketball. Guessing a lot of people here tonight to watch Wind River Big Piney, but also to watch the Lady Chiefs. 12-2 ball game. There's Mendenhall. She'll dribble outside. Ball will be tipped out of bounds by Layla Sunroads. 2:45 to play. Riverside basketball. There's Zierhoff, top of the key. And they'll try to set it up. Lady Chiefs in that 2-3 zone defense. Schlopman right side. Now it's kind of a 1-1-3 defense as Layla Seabearing drops in the middle. Picked up by Mendenhall. Riverside unable to really get inside this Wyoming Indian zone in this ball game. Here's Kozasek. She'll drive the lane, and we'll get a Wyoming Indian foul. And so far, that's the only thing that's happening is we're heading toward a bonus situation as Maya Hermany Horses with her first foul.
A partner in this building. You can almost sense a feel of anxious for both sides, really. Even though it's a 10-point lead for the Lady Chiefs, they're not comfortable. They don't feel like they're in possession of this game yet, and you can just feel the anxiousness as the Lady Chiefs deflect the ball out of bounds. It stays with Riverside.
Layla Seabearing got her hands on that inbounds pass, and Schlopman ends up with it. They'll reset out top of the key to Zierhoff. She'll drive right side, get triple teamed, and tying her up is Amaya Hermany Horses with the great Lady Chiefs defense. And a turnover, now number 12 on Riverside. 2:07 to play, Wyoming Indian basketball, 12-2 lead. Riverside fans imploring their players to keep working. Here's Seahair in the middle. She'll find Layla Sunroads driving the right side. Now the ball back outside to Taylor Trosper, who finds Hermany Horses. Back to Trosper, 1:50 to play. Seahair going to go in the lane, throw it up over Schlopman, not good. She'll get a rebound, put it back up over Schlopman, not good. And then Layla Seabearing loses the ball, and we'll get a held ball. So Riverside will get the held ball, but not without effort from Wyoming Indian, as they had 3 different offensive rebounds. 1:36 to play, 12-2 ball game. Down court, here's Kozasek, and we'll get a Wyoming Indian foul with 1:30 to play. First foul on Layla Seabearing.
I'm kind of wondering, and I don't know if anybody keeps this stat, and if you do, please let us know, how many jump balls has Seabearing caused this season?
Oh, she causes a bunch when she's on defense. I've never kept that stat. And we had a 5-second call, a turnover on Riverside, but that was probably 7 or 8 seconds there. They were hoping she'd throw the ball. So Schlopman will come out of the game, and I know she's very frustrated. Casey Pryor comes back in for Riverside, and now's when you pound it inside to Seahair and Seabearing. With Schlopman on the bench. Here's Taylor Trosper, 124 and counting. Left side to Sunroads. Back to Trosper. They try to find Seahair immediately inside. And to the ground we go again, and a held ball. It'll stay at Wyoming Indians' end this time on the alternating possession.
I didn't expect Schlopman to take much of a break. She got about 2 breaths in, and now she's back on the floor.
I think they got her a drink of water and said, you got to get back in for this out-of-bounds play, because she really controls the inside of the paint. Very good athlete. Here's Trosper inbounding it to Sunroads. Back to Taylor Trosper. Interior pass, Benet Nipwater, little jump hook, not good. Rebound, Amaya Hermany Horses. Hermany Horses sets up for 3, off the side of the backboard, and that brought some giggles from the fans. Amaya tries to find it inside. Nipwater down on the floor with Mendenhall, and we'll get a held ball with 54.6 seconds to play. It'll be Riverside basketball.
Partner, it's getting heated out on that floor now. The Mendenhall, as soon as she got up, she slapped her leg. She's ready to go now.
Zeroff back to Schlotman. 49 seconds to play, and they'll get it across the timeline with seconds to spare as Kozasek will set things up out top of the key. Now in the corner, Schlotman. She'll stop, pop the jumper, not good. Rebound, Amaya Hermini Horses to Taylor Trosper. 12-2 lead for the Lady Chiefs. Here's Taylor Trosper right side to Sunroads. Inside Seahair, her shot's good, and she'll get the third foul on Caroline Schlotman. So they kept going inside until Desi Seahair finally got that shot to go.
Decision time here for Coach Jason Mitchell. Does he leave Schlotman in?
14-2 ball game. Three-point shot on the way, not good. And Seahair, it was a three-point play, I'm sorry. She missed the free throw. So it remains 14-2. Final 16 seconds to play. Schlotman with the basketball to Kozasek. Now 7 seconds. Kozasek going to shoot from the free throw line. Not good. And coming away with that rebound is going to be Nipwater at the first half buzzer. Wow. Wyoming Indian leads by 12. It's the Lady Chiefs 14. Riverside 2. We'll be back with a halftime show. Not many stats to talk about, but we'll be back with a halftime show after a break. This is Wyoming Indian basketball in the 2A West Regional semifinal game on KWYW.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store is a proud sponsor of Wyoming Indian basketball. Let's go, Chiefs!
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Welcome back. 14-2 ball game here. Believe it or not, the Lady Chiefs by 12 after the first half. Winner of this game moves on to play Rocky Mountain tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. in the regional championship game. This Lady Chiefs team scored 4 points in the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter, as Layla Seabearing had 4 points in that second quarter. She's got 5 points. 1 point for 3 points for Benet Nipwater, 3 points for Inez Harris on a three-pointer, and 3 points for Desi Seahair. Wyoming Indian 3 of 9 at the free throw line. On the other side, Caroline Schlotman has Riverside's only bucket. She's got 2 points, but probably the most significant stat of the first half, and it was pointed out here by my silent color commentary guy on my left, not as silent as the one on my right, was Schlotman has 3 fouls in the first half, Travis.
Yeah, that's going to be really important because obviously if you look at it, Slotman is the taller and the tallest player on this Riverside team. She commands the inside. If she has to sit for an extended period of time in the third and fourth quarter, then that's going to leave Desi Seahair to probably go to work in the low post.
Yeah, Seahair had those 3 first half points. 14-2 ball game. Hey, DuBois boys have earned a shot at a regional championship. They beat Snake River today. Little Snake 61-40. And tell us that other score in the other semifinal boys game.
Man, when I saw this, me and your other silent commentator on the left there both went, wow. Saratoga beats Farson Eden, but check the score out, 36-35. It's going to be Saratoga and DuBois tomorrow at noon. Saratoga is the only 1A team this season to have beaten DuBois. I had the opportunity to talk to Coach Kyle Miller earlier after the game, and he was saying that they want Saratoga in the worst way because Saratoga was the team that defeated them for the championship last year. They want revenge tomorrow.
Well, DuBois has punched their ticket to state. And the other Fremont County team right now that has punched their ticket to state are the Shoshone Wranglers. Big winners tonight over the defending state champion Rocky Mountain team. That was a 29-25 final. And that was just as crazy as this game. There's a lid on the basket. Both teams in that game couldn't get the shots to go, and that's what's happening in this game too. But hey, hats off to Coach Jonathan Wakeland and the Shoshone Wranglers. Hey, 1 win away from a regional championship.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I've had the opportunity to speak with Coach Max Mills, the AD over at Shoshone, and he is absolutely ecstatic for that team. He's excited, and it's a good feeling for Du Bois, who have not been to the state championship in a while, and also for Shoshone, who has not had anything going state-wise for a while as well. For Fremont County teams, this is the season where it seems like we're going to have a lot of fun going into state.
Oh, it could be a busy weekend next weekend with all these county teams. Wyoming Indian will play tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. They'll take on the loser of the next game. The Wind River boys have a chance to play for a regional championship game. They'll take on Big Piney. The winner of that game will meet Shoshone tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. The loser will play Wyoming Indian, and you don't want to play Wyoming Indian. They came alive today. They beat St. Stephen's 90-60, and you know what? Their final regular season loss on senior night was against the Big Piney Punchers, and so the Chiefs have that one circled, and they're ready to go up against the Punchers tomorrow morning with a state tournament berth on the line at Riverton Middle School.
I'll tell you right now, I don't expect this next game between Wind River and Big Piney to be 14-2 at the half. That is two high-octane teams. I say that and I probably just jinxed it, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't expect it to be like that. I expect a fun shooting affair. It's going to be a lot of fun, but we still got a second half of this one, and we may see a lot more points scored here.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back for the start of the second half. This has been your halftime show, brought to you by WyoToday.com on KWYW.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare would like to wish everyone a happy, healthy new year. They encourage you all to continue to practice COVID-19 precautions in an effort to keep you and your loved ones safe. They offer a safe and sanitary clinical setting when you stop in for your medical, dental, optometry, and behavioral health needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare have clinics in Arapahoe, Ethany, and Riverton for your convenience. More information can be found online at windriver.care.
Welcome back. 14-2 ball game. It'll be Wyoming Indian basketball as we get rolling here in the second half in this high-scoring affair. 14-2. Caroline Schlottman with the only bucket in the first half for the Riverside Lady Rebels, and she's got 3 fouls. Here's a near steal by Desi Seahair, and then a walking call on Avery Lewis. So 14 turnovers on Riverside after they stole that ball, and it'll be Wyoming Indian basketball under their own hoop. Here's Taylor Trosper. She'll inbound it deep to Layla Seabearing. Left side Harris on the block. Seahair back to Seabearing. She'll drive the lane, throw up the shot. It's good. Layla Seabearing is the leading scorer in this game regardless of team. She's got 7 points, and it's 16-2. 7:35 to play, third quarter. Here's Zierhoff. She'll break the press, and then it's taken right back by Wyoming Indian on turnover number 15 by Riverside, and then Wyoming Indian turns it over. So anything but smooth sailing in this game for either team, as that's turnover number 9 on the Lady Chiefs. Riverside basketball. Here's Schlottman. Middle of the floor to Kozasek. Back to Schlottman. She'll try to break the press herself. She can't. Kozasek will bring it over the timeline, and the Lady Rebels will set things up. Right side to Zierhoff. Wyoming Indians still in that zone defense as Layla Seabearing trying to prevent Schlottman from getting inside. We'll get a Wyoming Indian foul, and it'll be a 2-shot variety as that foul going to go on Layla Sunroads with her first foul. First team foul in this third quarter, 7:02 to play. And to the line, Kozasek, and she'll miss the first free throw. So that's the first free throw taken in the ball game by Riverside. Hey, nice looking pretzel there. 7:02 to play. Shot up good, and they just added a point. 3 points for Riverside. It's 16-3 Wyoming Indian. Here's Taylor Trosper over the timeline. Trosper, left side to Sunroads. Riverside camping inside the paint for the most part in that zone defense. Here's Desi Seahair, and we'll get a foul called
That's on Seahair.
On Seahair, really? I did not see any push at all. And Seahair will get her first foul. That'll be the second team foul on Wyoming Indian. So here's Schlotman. She's asked to do a lot on this team. Here's a near steal by Seabearing, picked up by Mendenhall, and she'll bring it across the timeline. Nice hustle for Mendenhall. She'll put up the shot, not good. And it'll be tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with Riverside. So 6:33 to play in this third quarter. Riverside basketball. Here's Schlotman with the ball out of bounds. She'll bring it in toward Mendenhall, and Layla Sunroads will knock it off Mendenhall and out of bounds. So turnover Riverside, number 16.
You know, partner, I've played football, and one of the games that I played in, I won 3-0. So I've had games like this, and it's good character building for teams that have to go into a defensive grind like this.
Boy, and it's been that. It's been something anyway. Last two games have been like this. Here's Taylor Trosper, and she'll hit the three-pointer. Taylor Trosper last night with 4 threes in that win. It's 19-3, Wyoming Indian. Here's Zierhoff to Schlotman. Schlotman cannot get it across the timeline. She'll have to throw it across to Zierhoff. Zierhoff left side to Mendenhall. Mendenhall tries to dribble to the middle. She does. Finds Kozasek. And then the Chiefs out double teaming her. Kozasek will go to the hole, and we'll get a foul on Desi Seahair. That'll be her second foul. And to the line, Braylin Kozasek. But first we'll have a timeout taken by Wyoming Indian. 5:44 to play, third quarter. The Lady Chiefs lead it 19-3. We'll be back on KWYW.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Sec now to shoot free throws as we come back from the break. 5:44 to play, third quarter, and she'll hit the free throw. So she's got 2 points, and it's 19-4 with 5:44 to play in the third. Second free throw up by Kozasek is good. So 19-5 ball game. Offensive explosion for Riverside in this third quarter. 19-5. Here's Sunroads. Right side to Inez Harris. Harris on the dribble. Back to Trosper around the hole. Seahair goes right inside on Schlotman, and she'll block the shot. Schlotman comes away with that ball. So back to the other end we go. And Schlotman down on the floor. She goes across the floor, and Wyoming Indian will tie it up. Actually, it'll be a timeout by Riverside coach Jason Mitchell. 5:14 to play, third quarter. Wyoming Indian 19. Riverside 5. We're back on KWYW.
Sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Welcome back. 5:14 to play, third quarter. A 19-5 lead for the Lady Chiefs. It'll be Riverside basketball coming out of the timeout. So Schlotman will take the ball out of bounds. She'll inbound it. And the shot up not good by Zeroff. And then Kozasek with the putback. She's got all 5 points in this third quarter, and the lead is now 12. Riverside fighting their way back into this one. Here's Seabearing with the turnaround shot. It's good. 9 points for Layla Seabearing. And the Lady Chiefs lead by 14. It's 21-7. 2-touchdown lead for the Lady Chiefs in the third quarter of this one. Here's Mendenhall down court. She'll kick it back to Kozasek. And Kozasek will drive right side, pick it across the lane to Zeroff. And we'll get a blocked shot and a foul on Layla Sunroads.
That was close. That was almost all ball right there.
Second foul on Sunroads. Lita Moss can't be happy with the way her Lady Chiefs are playing this game, but it is a slow down game as Benet Nipwater and Amaya Hermini horses enter the game for the Lady Chiefs. Here's Schlottman in the corner to Zeroff. She'll drive the lane, and going down, getting the floor, and getting the ball is Amaya Hermini horses. They volleyball it around, and finally Layla Seabearing comes up. That was like hockey puck on the floor. Here's Layla. She'll be fouled on the play by Riverside. Zeroff on the foul. So Daylin Zeroff with her second foul. 4:18 to play. Third quarter. It's a 21-7 lead. Chiefs basketball. There's Nipwater in the corner. Trosper now inside Nipwater. And she should have went right at Schlottman. She didn't. Here's Inez Harris to Layla Seabearing. She'll go right at Schlottman. And that'll be the fourth foul on Caroline Schlottman.
Yeah,
Seabearing to the hole.
Layla Seabearing is not afraid to go to the basket at all. It don't matter who's in front of her.
They called the foul on Alicia Mendenhall, who wasn't even in the same zip code. Wow. 4:05 to play third quarter, so Schlottman does not get that fourth foul. Here's Seabearing going for the three-point play. Not good, but a rebound taken away by Taylor Trosper. So the Lady Chiefs will reset. They lead this one 23-7. Left side, inside to Layla Seabearing. She'll dribble the ball off her knee and out of bounds. Turnover, Wyoming Indian. 11 turnovers on the Lady Chiefs with 3:52 to play. Here's Schlottman. She'll inbound it to Zeroff. Back to Schlottman. Caroline trying to break the press herself. She will. She dribbles into a double team and then finds Kozasek. And then the near steal by Trosper. Back to Kozasek. Three-pointer on the way. Not good. Schlottman with the putback. And we're going to get a foul over the back on Alicia Mendenhall, I believe. And no, they're going to say the foul's going to go on Amaya Hermini horses. So Amaya Hermini horses with her second foul.
Hermini horses mask broke.
Okay.
I've never seen that before.
Welcome to COVID basketball. Here's Schlottman, 3:31 to play. Inbounds play to Avery Lewis. She'll find Schlottman in the corner. She'll come up, shoot the 10-footer. Not good. Tipped out of there, but right to Avery Lewis. And she'll be fouled on the play. Lady Chiefs going to start getting in some foul trouble as Layla Seabearing commits her second foul. And to the line, Avery Lewis for the Lady Rebels. Lewis at the line, eyes it, fires it, and knocks it down. So in this quarter, Riverside 4 of 5 at the free throw line. They've only got one bucket, but they're scoring points now. She'll get a second. On the way, it's good. Unconventional free throw style, but it works. And it's 23-9. 14-point lead for the Lady Chiefs. Here's her many horses playing without her mask that got ripped off on the last possession. Here's Inez Harris. She'll go under the lane. Tried to find Layla Seabearing. It'll bounce off her. Turnover, Wyoming Indian. And back the other way, Zeroff. And Trosper then steals it away. She's going the other way to Inez Harris. Inside 3 minutes, third quarter. Here's Taylor Trosper for three. It's good. Taylor feeling it. That's her second three of the quarter. And it's back to a 26-9 advantage. Her grandpa straight across, Travis, in the white hat, third row up. He's all smiles. Here's Caroline Schlottman down court. Nice pass to Avery Lewis, but then knocked out of bounds, or at least knocked out of their hands by a running, hustling Layla Seabearing. And it'll be a held ball as Schlottman down on the floor, taking a beating in this game. 26-9 lead for the Lady Chiefs. 2:29 to play third quarter.
And again, Layla Seabearing playing extremely hard defense.
Riverside basketball. Mendenhall back to Schlottman. She'll walk with the basketball. Wow, and they call a foul on Wyoming Indian? Are you serious? I guess so. That foul. Not sure who it's on. Is it on Amaya Hermini-Horses?
They put up a 30.
He doesn't even know what the number was. And he's not sure.
He's looking around.
So who is the foul on? It'll be on Amaya Hermini-Horses.
She was the only one near the play,
Her
so we're going to go
third.
with that.
She's sitting over on the bench now.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't find her probably.
Free throw up and good by Schlottman. In this quarter, Riverside 6 out of 7 at the free throw line. 26-10 lead for the Lady Chiefs. Second free throw not good. And the rebound taken away by Taylor Trosper. She'll bring it across the timeline. Stolen away by Mendenhall. Turnover Wyoming Indian. Back to Zeroff. Daylin Zeroff drives the right side, lays it up, not good. And coming away is Layla Seabearing. So Seabearing out of control, but she controls it. Finds Taylor Trosper. Trosper over the timeline. Passes right side to Inez Harris. Harris can't go anywhere. Back outside to Trosper. Now Kylan Fighting Bear and Inez Harris. To Fighting Bear. Right side Trosper. Inside Layla Seabearing. Got too far into the bucket. Missed the layup. Rebound Schlottman. Schlottman playing with those 3 fouls. Goes back the other way. Pulls up from 4. It's not good. Inez Harris with the near rebound, but Zeroff picks it up. She drives right side. Finds Schlottman. She'll save it back into Mendenhall, and Riverside will turn over the ball. So 18 turnovers now on Riverside with 1:22 to play third quarter, and the Lady Chiefs up 26-10. Wyoming Indian basketball. Here's Harris. Inez Harris brings it left-handed dribble across the timeline. She'll head to the left side of the floor, find Taylor Trosper top of the key. Now Layla Seabearing, who walks with the ball, no call. Back outside Trosper. Now Seabearing in the lane, scoops it up and under, it goes. Nice move by Layla Seabearing. She's got 13 and 8 in this quarter. 28-10 lead for Wyoming Indian. There's a baseball pass, Schlottman to Mendenhall. Mendenhall drives right side, attempts the shot, partially blocked, and then Layla Seabearing with the blocked shot on Avery Lewis.
You know, this has been a low-scoring affair, but Layla Seabearing is adding up the points. She's adding up the blocks. She's adding up the assists. She's just adding up stats all around in this one.
Here's a shot up for Avery Lewis. Shot's no good, and then the ball going to be tipped out of bounds off Caroline Schlottman. So Wyoming Indian basketball with 40 seconds to play in the third. Wind River, Big Piney waiting next. We'll have that call coming up on KWYW. Here's Taylor Trosper, left side Inez Harris for 3. Not good, but Kylan Fighting Bear, shortest player on the floor with the rebound and putback, and she's fouled. Foul's going to go on Mendenhall, Alicia Mendenhall with her third foul. So Fighting Bear with a chance at a 3-point play. Lady Chiefs leading this one 30-10. 24.3 seconds to play. Fighting Bears finishes off the 3-point play. She's got 3 points. It's 31-10. Down court, Avery Lewis taken right back by Benet Nipwater on another turnover by Riverside to Inez Harris. And then we'll get a held ball as Daylene Zierhoff ties up Inez Harris with 16 seconds to play in the quarter. 31-10 ball game. Wyoming Indian basketball. 16 seconds to play in the quarter. So here's Taylor Trosper. She'll inbound it to Inez Harris. Back to Trosper. She gets slapped in the face, and she can't see out of her right eye right now. Taylor Trosper will dribble left, and she'll knock Avery Lewis down. Here's Layla Sunroads on the three-point attempt at the buzzer. It's not good. That was a little payback at the end of the third. Wyoming Indian 31, Riverside 10. Frustration all the way around for the Riverside Lady Rebels. We'll be back on KWYW.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Welcome back. 31-10 ball game. The Lady Chiefs as we start the fourth quarter. We do have a 1A boys championship game coming up tomorrow at noon, and Travis Gupton will be on that call. It'll be DuBois and Saratoga. DuBois beat Little Snake 61-40, and Saratoga beat Farson Eden 36-35. Here's Layla Seabearing inside. Shot not good. Rebound, Caroline Schlottman. Avery Lewis was breaking all alone, and Schlottman did not see her. 21-point lead for Wyoming Indian, and then the Lady Chiefs will knock the ball out of bounds. It'll be Riverside basketball. And it's very frustrating to play a Lady Chiefs team that plays great defense, and they do. Here's Zeroff, near steal by Inez Harris. Now Zeroff to the bucket, not good. Rebound, Kozasek, and she'll draw the foul on the Lady Chiefs.
I believe it was Vince Lombardi that once said that defense wins championships, and that's what the Lady Chiefs are banking on right now. You know, it's been an ugly game, but they hold that lead.
Wasn't it Vince Lombardi that said 4 score in 7 years ago?
I'm not touching that, Cody.
Here's Kozasek's first free throw. It's good.
I love how the crowd behind us heard you say that, and they started laughing too.
Well, why not? Why not have some fun? Kozasek now with her 4th free throw in the second half. She's got 6 points, and then she'll miss the second free throw. We'll get a held ball on the ground, and it'll be Riverside basketball as Michaela Highwalker and Caroline Schlottman were tied up on that play.
Okay, so another stat that I would really like to know. What is the record for most jump balls in a game?
I don't know. I don't keep that stat. Here's a steal by Layla Seabearing. She'll go coast to coast and get smothered.
She's hurt.
By Caroline Schlottman. And it happened out of bounds, and no call at all. Oh my. That was a collision. No call. No blood, no foul, I guess. Here's Schlottman, 7:17 to play. Taylor Trosper with the near steal. Inez Harris steals it, and then Schlottman blocks it out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, our photographer at the Ranger, Carl Cote, has saved 2 Lady Chiefs from hitting that wall in the last 20 seconds.
That's nice of Carl to be the bumper car photographer. Here's Benet Nipwater up and under, and we'll get a foul, mystery foul. Caroline Schlottman with her 4th. So 4 fouls on Schlottman. She had 3 at the half, and Benet Nipwater will go to the line. She'll shoot 2. Nipwater 1 for 2 at the line in this game, and now 2 for 3 as it goes. 32-11, Wyoming Indian by 21. And in the game for the first time, Teresa Underwood. Also Desi Seahair getting ready to come in for Wyoming Indian. So Nipwater back up there, eyes it, fires it, and knocks it down. She's got 5 points. Nipwater will come out. Nice round for her. Lady Chiefs lead it 33-11 with 7:07 to play. Casey Pryor with the ball. She'll bring it back to Kozasek. And then Avery Lewis across the timeline. Lewis head down, watching herself dribble. Throws it left side to Cade Pryor. Pryor finds Kozasek. And Mendenhall with the ball. Turnaround shot is good. And that time, Desi Seahair overplayed, and Mendenhall had a wide open shot. 33-13, Wyoming Indian. Here's a pass inside to Desi Seahair. Shot up, not good by Seahair. Great defense by Kozasek to Mendenhall. She's in backcourt, doing 360s, and she'll throw it over. Stolen away by Michaela Highwalker. That was great defense by Wyoming Indian. Highwalker with a 360 to Seabearing. Taylor Trosper for three, not good. Rebound Seahair, and she'll be fouled on the putback by Casey Pryor. Second foul on Pryor. And we're getting coaching coming out of Riverside. Coach Jason Mitchell telling his players to calm down. It'll be Desi Seahair to the line, shooting 2. First one, air ball. Travis, I think I saw you do that in your office at your trash can, and it was an air ball.
No, trust me, I have done that many a times, yeah.
Of course, my partner here, the two-time state wrestling champion, Layla Seabearing, will come out, so you never can accuse a wrestler of being able to shoot a basket.
But you can accuse me of not being able to throw a football as a two-time state football champ, too.
Seahair's next free throw, not good. She misses both.
Since we're just throwing out all the credentials here.
Rebound by Laura Earl to Mendenhall. She's all over the place dribbling the basketball. Front to back. And Teresa Underwood on defense. And they're going to get Underwood with the hold on the play. I believe it'll be a foul on Teresa Underwood. It will. So first foul on Underwood. And it'll be the 9th team foul on Wyoming Indian, and we'll shoot free throws.
Mendenhall was eyeing the referee as she dribbled. She was waiting for the foul to get called.
Mendenhall, 1 plus the bonus. First one on the way. Air ball.
She gets one more on the bonus.
No, she shouldn't.
So
1 plus the bonus. Still is team foul number 9 on the Lady Chiefs. So Wyoming Indian basketball. Taylor Trosper across the timeline. Trosper right side to Underwood. Back to Trosper. They'll try to throw it inside. It'll be tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Lady Chiefs. Anna Stone going to enter the game for Riverside, and leaving Alicia Mendenhall. Trosper to Desi Seahair. Back to Trosper. Three-pointer, good. Taylor Trosper, 3 threes in the second half. She's got 9 points. 36-13.
Ooh.
Here's a steal by Jace Boyer now. She'll go to the hole, lay it up good. And Boyer will draw the foul. So this one getting out of hand quickly as the lead grows to 25.
The emotion starting to show on some of the Riverside Lady Rebels. Coach Mitchell having a conversation with some of his players on the bench. You know how important this game means to a lot of the players on the court right now.
Avery Lewis with her first foul. Boyer's free throw, not good, front of the rim. 38-13, Lady Chiefs by 25. Down court, it'll be Pryor. Now left side, blocked shot by Layla Sunroads, and Desi Seahair comes up with the rebound. To Taylor Trosper, across the timeline. Trosper, right side in the corner. Jace Boyer, back to Trosper. Now Boyer for three. I'm sorry, that was Teresa Underwood for three. She does like the three-pointer. It was not good, and the ball will stay with Wyoming Indian. So Trosper will come out of the game with her 9 points and receive congratulations from her teammates. Larissa McElroy enters the game. To Michaela Highwalker, she'll lose it, but picking up the ball is McElroy. To Jace Boyer. Now back to Teresa Underwood, top of the key. 4:47 to play in this one. Here's Boyer, back to Underwood. Now Highwalker and McElroy. Larissa will drive the lane, throw up the shot, not good. Rebound, Desi Seahair, all over the top of the rim, and it'll fall. 7 points for Desi Seahair, and the lead now 40-13. And a walk, no call on Anna Stone. They'll bring it across the timeline as we're starting to get some substitutes for Riverside. Stolen away by Wyoming Indian to Desi Seahair and Teresa Underwood. Underwood will stop, pop the three-pointer from the top of the key, not good. Rebound McElroy, fans saying shoot it. Larissa, she'll find Teresa Underwood. Lady Chiefs will restart this offense. Here's Jace Boyer with the long three, not good. And now we're officially in garbage time. To Teresa Underwood, 3:50 to play. To McElroy, left side. Michaela Highwalker on the high post. She'll bring it back to Underwood. Underwood right, then left. Back to McElroy. Crowd wants her to shoot. She doesn't. Boyer will. Rebound Highwalker. Right side, Underwood. Underwood will pull up from 10, not good. Rebound Seahair, put back is good. 9 points for Desi Seahair, and the Lady Chiefs now lead it by 29. Across the timeline is Laura Earl of Riverside. Wyoming Indian will play officially at 11:30 tomorrow in the 2A Girls Regional Championship game. Here's a steal taken away by Michaela Highwalker. Down court, Teresa Underwood. Right side, McElroy. Three-pointer, front of the rim, not good. Rebound, Jace Boyer, and she'll be fouled with 2:52 to play.
I feel like if McElroy makes a shot, I feel like this place is going to just go crazy.
It may. Foul's going to go on 13, Laura Earl of Riverside. So Jace Boyer with an opportunity to shoot one plus the bonus. Actually, 2-shot foul, and Boyer knocks it down. She's got 3 points. Substitute in the game for Riverside, Olivia Long, and coming out is Casey Pryor. So substitutes in all the way around for both of these squads with 3 minutes to play. Free throw by Boyer, not good. And the rebound taken away by Anna Stone, who thought, I'll just take off running with the basketball. Turnover, Riverside, they're 21st. 2:50 to play in this ball game. Here's Boyer to Underwood. Now McElroy, three-pointer, not good. Rebound, put back by Wyoming Indian, and that'll be Teresa Underwood. So Underwood with her first bucket, and it's 43-13. So Lady Chiefs gonna just about hit their season average for points. They come in averaging 50 a game, and Larissa McElroy will be called for her first foul with 2:28 to play. So to the line, Laura Earl will shoot two, and it'll go.
Partner, we're in for a late night tonight. We got one more game to go.
You know, these games used to start at 9 o'clock at night in the semifinals, and tonight it will be a little early.
Not by much.
7:33. This game, the boys' game, was supposed to start at 7:30. It'll probably start closer to 8 o'clock. Here's Boyer. She'll lose the ball out of bounds. Turnover, Wyoming Indian. They're 14th in the ballgame.
You know it's going to be really fun. I doubt a lot of these fans are going to leave.
No, they're going to stay for this next game. A lot of Wind River Reservation, a lot of Fremont County basketball fans in the house. There's a long shot put up by Earl. It's good. Laura Earl from deep. She's got 4 points, and it's 45-17 with 1:57 to play. Left side, Larissa McElroy to Desi Seahair. She'll bring it back outside to Michaela Highwalker. Now to Teresa Underwood and Seahair. Back to Highwalker, left-handed three on the way. Air ball. Saved back in by McElroy. Good hustle play. Shot up, not good, but getting fouled on the play is going to be Jace Boyer. And that foul will go on Casey Pryor. She's still in this ball game with 1:37 to play. And it'll be Boyer shooting two. First one barely draws rim. She'll get a second. Amaya Hermini Horses will come in the game. She'll replace Desi Seahair. Seahair ends with 9 points. And Boyer back up there. Her next free throw is good. So Boyer with 4 points, and it's 46-17 with 1:37 to play. Across the timeline, Kale Pryor terminates her dribble, finds Anna Stone. Now on the inside, we'll get a foul from behind on Michaela Highwalker. That'll be her second. And to the line, we'll get free throws coming from, what's her number, 15? It's going to be Tegan Kozasek, the younger sister of Braylon Kozasek. First free throw on the way, not good by Tegan. She'll get a second. This boys game going to start probably somewhere around 8 o'clock. So if you're still filing in, there's still seats. Second free throw, not good. Rebound comes away to the Lady Chiefs with 1:20 to play. Here's Hermini Horses. And a long three-pointer put up by Wyoming Indian, not good. Boyer going to get fouled again. And Jace Boyer going to shoot more free throws for the Lady Chiefs. That foul going to go on Tegan Kozasek. Uh-oh, and we got the law heading up in the stands. And fan had absconded with a basketball, Travis. It was almost a souvenir, but the police from Riverton got the basketball. So there's a steal for the Riverton police tonight. Jace Boyer hits the free throw, and it's 47-17.
We got to make sure to put that in the stat book.
We'll give that one to Tyler Larson.
All right.
Riverton Police Department, one of the school resource officers here. Here's the ball down on the floor, and a walk for Riverside. 47-17, we're inside a minute to go. And next up we'll have Wind River and Big Piney. It'll be a high-flying boys game compared to this one. Here's Hermini Horses. Back outside, bank shot, not good by Underwood. And coming away with the rebound is Amaya Hermini Horses. And it'll stay with the Lady Chiefs with 45 seconds to play.
Partner, these last 2 minutes have gone for about 20.
Yeah, they do when they're in these garbage time stuff. Here's Highwalker to Underwood, but for some of these girls, they never get a chance to play. Here's Hermini Horses and a rebound for McElroy.
She wants
call
it.
Garbage time. Larissa McElroy, three-pointer, almost goes. Rebound Boyer, her putback shot, not good. And then Teresa Underwood takes it away to McElroy. She'll get another chance. Front of the rim, not good. 18 seconds to play. And the rebound taken away by Kale Pryor. To Kozasek. Down court. Lady Chiefs going to win this game. Final score, Wyoming Indian 47, Riverside 17. A 30-point win for Wyoming Indian, and they'll play tomorrow in the 2A West Girls Regional Championship. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with a Click It or Ticket postgame show. This is Wyoming Indian basketball on KWYW, and we're streaming on YouTube at WyoToday.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, "I got mine at Frontline." Frontline Motors.
Welcome back. Final score, Wyoming Indian 47, Riverside 17. This Wyoming Indian team scored 33 points in the second half of this ball game to pull away from Riverside. And, it was just one of those games where Riverside was overmatched and the Lady Chiefs worked their way to this 30-point win. Individually for Riverside, 6 points for Braylon Kozasek, 2 points for Alicia Mendenhall. Tegan Kozasek had 2 free throw attempts. She did not score. 2 points for Avery Lewis, 3 points for Caroline Schlottman, and 4 points for Laura Earl. On the Wyoming Indian side, Layla Seabearing with 13 points, 5 points for Benet Nipwater, 9 points for Taylor Trosper. She had 3 threes, 3 points on a three-pointer for Inez Harris, 3 points for Kylan Fighting Bear, 2 points for Teresa Underwood, 5 points for Jace Boyer, and 9 points for Desi Seahair. Wyoming Indian was 9 of 20 at the free throw line. Riverside was 8 of 15 at the free throw line. There was 16 fouls called on Riverside, 17 on Wyoming Indian. 14 turnovers tonight on Wyoming Indian and 22 on Riverside. So Wyoming Indian will punch their ticket to the regional championship game. They'll play tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. against the Rocky Mountain Lady Grizz. Hey, we're going to sign off, and then we're going to come back on with another broadcast as we get ready for the Big Piney Punchers and Wind River Cougars. So stay tuned on 99.1 FM. He's Travis Gupton. I'm Cody Beers. Thanks to Kirk Baxter. We'll be back shortly with the pregame show brought to you by Bailey Enterprises. Next up, Wind River and Big Piney. Hey, thanks for listening. Congratulations to the Lady Chiefs. We'll see you tomorrow at 11:30 in the regional championship game from Riverton High School.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Hey, welcome back as we get ready now for Big Piney and Wind River. And if you're listening on 99.1 FM and you want to stream, it's going to be the same stream as the previous game. All we did was change the title, and so you'll be able to see Wind River and Big Piney. I'm Cody Beers, he's Travis Gupton. These two teams, well, they've played a few times, and Wind River comes in 16-6 on the season. Big Piney 8-10. The Wind River Cougars with 2 wins over Big Piney this season. Big Piney coached by Nate Strong. Their leading scorer is Giovanni Munoz. He comes in averaging 11.9 points a game and 2 steals. Seth Stoutenberg at 9.8 points a game, 9.1 rebounds. Caleb Strong at 2.8 points a game, and Jade Espenscheid at 4.5 points a game. Wind River Cougars, under Coach Justin Walker, outstanding season, 16-6 overall. They score 69 points a game, give up 56, shoot 29% from behind the arc, 48% inside the arc, and 57% at the free throw line. Big Piney averages 55 points a game. They give up 62 points a game. They shoot 25% from behind the arc, 45% inside the arc, and 63% at the free throw line. Wind River, Big Piney tonight. Good ball game in the 2A semifinal. Coach Justin Walker, his leading scorer is senior Chambray Romero. The point guard on this team averages 15.3 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. Braden Linhart comes in at 8.8 points a game and 2 steals. Hunter Walker at 6.5 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. And Wiley Shear at 13.8 points a game and 6.5 rebounds. Also, the really good offensive player that's really been coming out of late is J.C. Herbert. He comes in averaging 7.8 points a game and 4 steals per contest as the Wind River Drumline is playing. I'm not sure where they're at, but they're up high, and they are known for making a lot of noise, Travis Gupton.
Yeah, I have had the opportunity to hear this in person a couple of times already this season. So good luck hearing us through the rest of the game. They are a lot of fun, though. They bring a lot of energy and a lot of excitement to this Wind River team, who coming in, like you said, has had an amazing season. It's going to be a lot of fun. Big Piney, Wind River, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. And we've got one more to go, partner, before we have the opportunity to say goodnight to everybody. But I expect this one to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this will be an up and down affair. It'll be a track meet. And Wind River, they like to get out and run. They call themselves Chaos on offense and defense. And it'll be interesting to see if Big Piney can hang in. And if they can make a game of it into the middle third quarter, into the early fourth quarter, it'll be a showdown that it'll be fun to watch. But Shoshone will meet the winner of this game for the 2A Regional Championship. It would absolutely be a blast if we had an all Fremont County Regional Championship game tomorrow, 1 o'clock, right here at Riverton High School.
Yeah, absolutely. This is my first basketball season here in Wyoming, and the energy level for this game is really off the charts. The drum line getting it going. I'm personally hoping for an all Fremont County 2A West Championship match tomorrow, but honestly, Big Piney has a lot to say about that, more than likely.
They do, and they've got some big guys. Seth Stoutenberg is their big man on the inside, averaging 9.8 points and 9.1 rebounds a game. He'll be a key in this game. Also, Ethan Whiterock, left-handed point guard. Ruben Stoutenberg, Coy Walton on the outside. Can they hang with this really fast Wind River squad?
Yeah, that's going to be the big question. Like you said, Wind River, their thing is being chaotic. They love chaos. They love going fast. They love going absolutely insane sometimes on the court. And that's going to be the deciding factor. Can Big Piney control the chaos? If they can, Big Piney will go to the 2A West Regional Championship. If not, we're going to have an all Fremont County affair.
Yeah, so we're about ready for the starting lineups in this one. And I'm writing those down as I speak. It'll be the guys we expect, I believe, starting both ways. So it'll be first for the Wind River Cougars, wearing their road purple uniforms. They're black with purple numbers. The first starter averaging 15.5 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals, Chambray Romero. The second starter averaging 7.8 points a game and 4 steals, J.C. Herbert. Trey Mulholland, the third starter, averaging 3.6 points a game. Jaden Miller, the quick one, at 5.6 points a game. And Wiley Shear, that guy can shoot from outside. He can take it inside. He's a good rebounder. Wiley Shear, 13.8 points, 6.5 rebounds. Starters for Big Piney tonight. The first starter, Caleb Strong, coming in averaging 2.8 points a game. The second starter, Coy Walton, 8.3 points a game and 4 rebounds. Third starter, averaging 9.1 points, 1.8 assists, Ethan Whiterock. The fourth starter, Jasper Brower, will start, averaging 4.5 points a game and 5 rebounds. And Seth Stoutenberg, the big man, he'll jump it up. Actually, he will not. Caleb Strong will step in and jump it up against Trey Mulholland. And to bring you the call, the play-by-play in this 2A West Regional semifinal, the voice, one of the voices of Riverton, Travis Gupton.
Thank you, Cody. Ball gets tipped up, and it will go right into the hands of Shoshonian, and they are off and running. 3-point shot on the way up, and in and out, no good. Rebound goes to Stromberg. Quickly, they're going to come all the way up, and quickly a layup by Strong, and quickly it's 2-0. And already you can already tell this is going to be a fast-paced affair. Wind River brings it across the timeline. That's Chambray Romero. He hands it off and moves it around for the Cougars. Ball now in the hands of Herbert. Back to Romero, back to Herbert. Down low, shot up, and no good. Rebound goes to Big Piney. Big Piney looks to break again. Goes over to Strong. Strong hands around. Big Piney up, 3-point shot on the way, and that is good by White Rock. Quickly, it is 5-0 in favor of the Punchers.
Herbert inside the little man with the shot there.
And finally a tie-up, and it will go with possession arrow in favor of the Punchers. Partner, I am probably going to have to get adjusted here because my rosters are all kinds of messed up.
There's Seth Stoutenberg with the ball into Jasper Brower. And back to Stoutenberg to White Rock. White Rock across the timeline. Left side to Strong. Beautiful pass to Coy Walton. He'll lay it up and good.
And Big Piney off and running early, 7-0 with 6:40 left in this first period. Ball in the hands of Romero near the top of the key. He's surveying the situation. Hands off to Herbert. Herbert looks to drive. Herbert up, and he's blocked. Turnover, and they're calling a foul on, I think it is going to be on Caleb Strong. That's his first, team's first.
That drive was by Jaden Miller, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Miller takes 3 dribbles. First one on the way, up, no good. Jaden Miller coming into this one is a 53% free throw shooter. He takes 3 more dribbles, spins it in his hand. Second one on the way, off the front iron. So Wind River off to a slow start in this one. Ball gets almost turned over, back in the hands of Big Piney. Falls out of bounds, saved, however, by Wind River. Quick pass to Chombre Romero, and finally the Wind River Cougars are on the board 7-2.
2 minutes into the game, it is 7-2, and up and down we go.
Partner, I'm going to have to catch him up. We're catching breath here. This is going a fast, chaotic pace. Ball in the hands of Coy Walton, who's come in. He tries to get down low. He turns the ball over. Here comes the Cougars. Quickly into the hands of
Shear, and he lost it. So turnover back to Big Piney.
7-2, 5:30 left in the first quarter. Down low goes to Big Piney. Big Piney takes the shot up, bounces all around, no good. Rebound goes into the hands of Wind River.
Foul's going to be on Seth Stoutenberg. It'll be his first foul, and it'll be Wind River basketball as Trey Mulholland was frustrated there, but he came out of it as now Braden Linhart enters the game for Wind River. Also in Hunter Walker for Wind River.
Linhart brings the ball across the timeline with 5:16 left in the first quarter in a 7-2 ball game. Three-pointer shot on the way, and it was good. Partner, I didn't see who that was by.
Wiley Shear with the banking three-pointer, and it's 7-5 now, Big Piney.
Wind River looks to go for a full-court press. Big Piney is able to break it. Foul, however, they're going to call a block. Going to see who that's on. Foul is on number 1. That is Hunter Walker. That is his first, team's second. Big Piney will have the ball. Three-pointer on the way by Walton's no good. Offensive rebound, however, goes to Brower. He's got it up and good. 9-5 in favor of Big Piney. Three-pointer on the way, that time by Shear, and now we're just starting to make baskets everywhere. 9-8. Here they come. Here comes Big Piney, and off the fingertips of Strong, it goes, and it will be a turnover in favor of the Cougars. 4:31 left in the first period. It's 9-8 in favor of Big Piney. Ball coming up the court. Romero looks to drive. Nice scoop and score there. And finally, Wind River has a 10-9 lead. And it almost a turnover as Shear almost had a hand on it. Goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Punchers, however, with 4:13 left in the first period and 10-9 the score.
Romero with 4 points, 6 points for Shear on a pair of threes.
Not Jaden Miller. It is White Rock who tries to go coast to coast. His shot up is no good. Rebound goes to the Cougars, and they'll come down the floor. Nice stop and pop there by Mulholland. He is no good, however, and quickly they're going to go back down court, does Big Piney. And offensive foul goes in for Strong.
Strong was just out of control there, and a player control foul, his second. And the son of Coach Nate Strong. Strong can't believe it, but it happens. Jade Espenscheid in the game now for Big Piney, wearing number 30. Also Giovanni Munoz wearing number 1 for the Punchers.
Linhart brings the ball across the timeline as we go under a 3.5. Ball goes out of bounds. He was looking for Hunter Walker. He was unable to get him. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover in favor of the Punchers.
2 turnovers on Wind River, 2 on Big Piney. 3:36 to play first quarter.
Ball quickly down court to White Rock. He hands off to Monez. And a turnover goes to Hunter Walker. Hunter Walker's got one man to beat. He's going to go all the way, and it's a block, and it's an and one. And the crowd erupts on that one. Foul is on the Punchers, Stauffenberg. That is.
Yeah, Ruben Stoutenberg.
Stoutenberg, I'm sorry. Thank you, partner.
It's all right. His first.
Walker takes 2 dribbles. First one on the way, and he completes the traditional 3-point play. It is now 13-9 and almost a turnover as the Punchers are having all kinds of issues with this full court press. They've got to get the ball across the timeline. They're still not able to do it. Almost a 10-second rule. Monez with the ball. He takes the shot up, no good. Rebound goes down to the Cougars. And here they come again. Linhart comes down across the timeline. He's looking to press. He almost loses the ball. Almost traveled too. Ball in the hand of Mulholland. Almost loses the ball there. Finally, Chombre Romero with the ball, and he says, let's calm things down with 2:55 left. 13-9 in favor of the Cougars. Hands off to Walker. Walker's going to shoot a 3. It's good. He shot that from way downtown. 16-9 with 2:40 left. Quickly, the Punchers look to respond. 3-pointer on the way by Munez. He's got that one. 16-12 now with 2:30 left. And honestly, with the pace that this is going, this plays into the Cougars kind of playing. 3-pointer on the way, no good by Shear. That was not Shear. Yes, it was Shear. Ball back in the hands now of Mulholland. Nice look down low to Chombre Romero. He scoops and he scores. 18-12 with 2 minutes left in the first. Ball now in the hands of Stoutenberg, and he gets it across the timeline. 3-pointer on the way by the Punchers, no good. Rebound goes to the Cougars. Linhart brings the ball across the timeline. He hands it off to Romero. Romero again takes a step back and he says, let's calm down, let's chill everything out, with an 18-12 lead and a minute and a half left in the first. Walker with the ball, hands to Shear. Shear over to Romero. Romero looks to press. He loses the ball almost. It does go out of bounds. It will be a turnover to the Punchers.
1:25 to play. We got substitutes back in for both teams as J.C. Herbert comes in along with Jaden Miller, and Cade David gets his first time in for Wind River. So it'll be Big Piney basketball. Here's Travis.
Ball will be out of bounds for Big Piney. Into Stoutenberg. He's got all kinds of pressure on him as that's Miller on him. He almost gets a turnover. Ball in the hands. 3-point shot up and good by Munez. 18-15 now with a minute. Romero brings the ball across the timeline. He looks to drive. He hands it off. Hand off again. Goes to Mulholland. Off to Herbert. Herbert loses the ball as he tries to drive, and it's a turnover in favor of Big Piney. Here comes Munez again. He's going to go. He's fouled. They're going to call a jump ball.
Wow. I don't know.
Coach Nate Strong is livid. So it will go in the favor of the Cougars with 47.3 left in an 18-15 affair. Coach Strong still pleading his case over there. However, it is Romero with the ball. Hand off to Miller. Miller slows down the ball, hands it back off to Romero. Romero looks to drive, it looks like. He's blocked off. So he takes it back out and he says, wait, 3-point shot on the way, no good. Rebound coming in is Herbert. He came flying in, and there's a foul on the play. I think it's going to be on Herbert. It is. That is his first, team second.
18-15 ball game with 20 seconds to play. Big Piney basketball.
Long baseball pass and a nice, almost, it looked like there that Walton was trying to get Munez on a cut, and he just threw it out of bounds.
Well, Munoz stopped because he thought Walton was going to the hoop, and it's a turnover on Big Piney.
13.8 seconds and counting, 18-15. Already a more raucous affair than the last game we had. Romero drives to the basket, scoops and scores. 20-15, and that's the end of the first. However, we got a foul. They're going to call a foul on number 23. That was on Shear. However, they're going to say it was not a shooting foul, so that'll be the end of the first period.
Fouls on Cade David, 32.
32, okay, thank you. So we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, it's second quarter action. Wind River leads 20-15. We'll be right back.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store is a proud sponsor of Wyoming Indian basketball. Let's go, Chiefs!
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Welcome back. Here's Travis Gupton. 20-15, Wind River with the first quarter lead.
Shot up and good by Big Piney.
Jasper Brower on that shot.
Makes it 20-17 as we are off and running in the second quarter. 7:40 left in the first half. Miller with the ball. Ball now in the hands of Romero. He looks to drive. He stopped, passes back out. Back out to Romero off the pass. Looks down low. Shot up and good by Mulholland. 22-17 with 7:15 left in the first half. Munoz tries to go for a long pass. It's over the hands of Strong, and a turnover goes to the Cougars. Romero brings it across the timeline and looks to hand it off, and he does, to Miller. Now back in the hands of Romero, back in the hands of Miller. Ball moving around by the Cougars. Now back in the hands of Romero. Romero looks to drive. He's cut off, so he takes it back out with 6:40 left in the first half in a 22-17 ball game. Ball handed off to Herbert. Three-point shot on the way, no good by Mulholland. Ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by the Cougars, so it will go to the Punchers with 6:28 left in the first half, 22-17.
Sitting down, Chambray Romero, Jaden Miller, and Trey Mulholland, and entering the game, Hunter Walker, Wiley Shear, and Braden Linhart.
Ball across the timeline with Walton. He looks to drive. He hands it back out to Munoz. How do you say that name? Munoz. His shot is up and no good, and it comes down to the Cougars and into Linhart. Linhart looks to drive. His pass was almost deflected out of bounds. It ends up in the hands of Herbert. He's got all kinds of people around him. Shot up, no good. Did not see who that was by. That was by Shear. Cade David. Thank you, partner. Here comes Big Piney. And there is going to be an offensive foul.
Oh, they got a block.
Referee got hit.
One referee called a player control foul. The other one called a block, and their views were obstructed. And Coach Justin Walker is not happy.
That will send Coy Walton to the line for 2. He takes 2 dribbles, spins the ball in his hand. First one on the way is not good. 5:53 left in the first half, 22-17, as Jaden Miller will come back in for the Cougars.
Herbert sits down. That was the first free throw attempt of this ball game by Big Piney. Now Walton with a chance to add another one. He'll knock it down.
That makes it 22-18 with just under 6 minutes in the first half to go. Linhart brings the ball across the timeline. He surveys the situation. Still surveying the situation, hands it off to Walker. Walker is going to go and drive, and he's fouled, and they're going to say that was a shooting foul. Referee had to think about it for a minute. That foul is on Coy Walton. That is his first, team's 5th. And so that will send Walker to the line for 2 shots.
Hunter Walker 1 for 1 at the free throw line. And missed the first free throw.
And you jinxed him.
I did. Just reading stats.
Yeah, I need to stop doing that sometimes. Second one on the way, and it's off and no good as well. Rebound goes down to to White Rock. White Rock hands it off to Walton. Shot up and good by Strong, and now it is a 2-point game with 5.5 left. In 22-20, still in favor of the Cougars. 3-point shot on the way from really long range by Linhart. It's saved, and it will go back in Linhart's hand. He'll take a 3-point shot again. That's no good. Shear comes flying in. That's no good. He's going to take a 3-point shot. That's going to be no good. Offensive rebound goes to Hunter Walker. Now back into the hands of Linhart, and Linhart's going to take it to the top and reset with 5 minutes left in a 22-20 ball game. Miller looks to drive. He was looking for, don't see who that was, but he was looking for another Cougar to drop it off to. Ball goes back to Big Piney. It ends up in the hands of White Rock, and there is a foul called. Foul is on
Hunter
Walker. That is his first, team's second. That's Walker's second, team's 5th.
Broward going to come out of the game, and back in Jade Espenscheid for Big Piney. So far, Big Piney hanging in against the Cougars.
Yeah, and you would think with the chaotic situation, it's going to be in favor of the Cougars, but Big Piney holding everything. Ball now on the way, 3-point shot up and no good by White Rock. Offensive rebound goes down to Big Piney. Their shot up is no good. Rebound goes again in the hands of Hunter that's Dustin Martin, I believe, that had the rebound. Foul on the play. Did not see who that was on. That's on Shear.
Second foul on Shear.
That's his second and the team's 6th.
Herbert going to come in for Hunter Walker now. And it's Big Piney basketball. Chance to tie it up with 4:24 to play first half.
White Rock hands off to Strong. He's trying to find somebody. He gives it off to Stounberg. Stounberg hands it off to Walton. Walton hands it off. And now the Big Piney puncher is starting to move the ball around. Shot on the way, up and no good by White Rock, and there is a foul again. Foul is going to be on
Big Piney.
Big Piney. That's going to be number 53. That is Seth Stounberg. That is his second, and that's the team's 6th.
So Caleb Strong with 2, Seth Stoutenberg with 2 for Big Piney. On the other side, Wiley Shear and Hunter Walker, each with 2 fouls.
Romero will bring the ball across the timeline as we reach 4 minutes in a 2-point ball game, 22-20. Romero pointing out instructions, takes a screen. He tries to go up and shoot. Ball is up, and it is good. Count the basket.
Nice move by Shambe Romero. He called that out. It was an isolation play. It'll be the second foul on Coy Walton, and Romero to the line. Chance at a 3-point play.
He used the Herbert screen pretty well. He went the opposite direction of it, but it looked really nice. And like you said, quick move off the dribble for the scoop and the score. And now he's going to go to the line to try to complete the traditional three-point play.
Romero leads all scorers with 10 points, and now 11.
Shot was up and good by Romero, makes it a 5-point game with 3:49 left in the first half. The Cougars look like they're going to set up a full court press. Coach Strong is having all kinds of a discussion with the officials. Ball goes off the leg of White Rock and ends back up in the hands of Big Piney, and that's a 10-second call. And the crowd goes absolutely insane on that.
5 turnovers on Big Piney. That 10-second call seemed a little fast, but maybe not. No? All right, you had it.
25-20 with 3:30 left in the first half. Chombre Romero brings the ball across the timeline. He's guarded by Munez. Oh, Linhart thought three-pointer there, decided against it. Hands off, now in the hands of Miller. Miller hands it off, and the Cougars are moving the ball quick. Three-point shot on the way. That's no good by Romero. Rebound goes in the hands of White Rock. He's going to try to get the ball up to Espenshad. He gets turned over, and here comes the Cougars with 3 minutes left, 25-20 in the hands of Linhart. Linhart drives, and a blocking foul and a 1-and-1 shot will be called. Foul is on
Jade Espenshade with
Espenshade, yep. That is his first, team's 8th. It will send Linhart to the line for the 1-and-1. I saw a 1-and-1 and then I saw a 2, so I don't know what he's going to shoot.
It's 1 plus the bonus.
Okay, so there, first one is up and good. That always throws me when I have one official saying 1-and-1 and the PA guy says 2.
Oh, yeah.
Second one up, and he makes both. 7-point game with right under 3 minutes left in the first half. Ball in the hands of Jasper Brower as he brings it across the timeline. He's wide open. He could have taken a shot there, decided against it. Now he's hassled. He gives it off to Munez. He gives it off to Strong. Ball moving around nicely by the punchers. Now in the hands of White Rock. White Rock hands it down to Espenshade. His shot up. That's no good. Rebound comes down to Trey Mulholland for the Cougars. Romero has the ball, brings it across the timeline, hands it to Linhart. Linhart for 3. He falls down. No foul. Shot off and no good. Here comes the punchers, but he throws it away. Ends up back in the hands of Linhart with 2:15 left in the first half and a 27-20 ball game. Romero with the ball, hands off to Linhart. And Linhart will have a collective breath for everybody with 2 minutes exactly left in the first half. Ball back in the hands of Linhart as the Cougars move the ball around. Now in the hands of, did not see who took that three-point shot.
Jaden Miller.
Jaden Miller took the three-point shot. It was no good. Here comes the punchers. Punchers hassled all kinds of ways as the Cougars are trying to press, trying to trap, and now they're down on the ground, and we have got a tie-up, and they're going to call a foul.
Trey Mulholland's going to be whistled for a foul on the play, I believe.
That looked like it's going to be on Jasper Brower.
Boy, they did call it on Brower.
Yeah, Brower went down to the ground, and he had it tied up, but they called a foul on Brower. So instead of it being a jump ball, it's going to send Trey Mulholland to the line for the 1-and-1. 1:40 left in the first half, 27-20. Mulholland's shot is up, and it's good. Let's see here. Wombly Romero will come in, and to a big ovation there, partner.
It doesn't get a lot of playing time, but he's going to get some playing time in this one.
Second one on the way by Mulholland. That one's off, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It will go in the direction of the punchers. 1:40 left in the first half, 28-20 in favor of the Cougars. The winner of this one will play Shoshone tomorrow.
1 o'clock for a regional championship. Loser plays Wyoming Indian tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. at the Riverton Middle School with a trip to state on the line.
Almost a 10-second call. Somehow Big Piney was able to get the, and a block That was nasty of a block there by Mulholland. And then a foul called on
Giovanni Munoz.
Munoz gets the call, and that will send Chombre Romero to the line for the 1-1.
Romero to the line, shooting 2.
So Romero is going to shoot 2, as that's a double bonus time on Big Piney.
His first one is up, and it's good. This has been a big quarter for the Cougars, and as I kind of expected, the more chaotic it has gotten, the better.
Romero now with 12 points.
Second one on the way, give him 13. It's a 10-point ball game with 1:20 left, 30-20. Cougars look to go full court press, and Munoz able to easily break it. He almost loses it, however. Now he's got all kinds of people around him. He hands it off to Stounberg. Back to Munoz. He's going to drive. He's going to shoot. Up and good.
And Munoz is going to be fouled on the play. And it was a near walk on the play, but we'll get a foul on J.C. Herbert.
Munoz going to the line. He leads the team at the free throw line at 75%. Miller will come in for the Cougars for J.C. Herbert. Munoz will get the ball. He talks to his teammates. He spins the ball. No dribble whatsoever. Shot up. No good. Rebound goes to Romero. A minute exactly left in the first half in a 30-22 ball game. In the hands now of Linhart. He tries to get it down low to Mulholland, who has trouble. He gets it out to Romero. Romero, three-point shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Big Piney and Stounberg. Ball comes across, and there is a foul, and they're going to call the foul on, looks like on Womley Romero.
It is, his first. And now Big Piney will go to the free throw line with 39 seconds to play as Ruben Stoutenberg going to shoot 1 plus the bonus.
Stoutenberg coming into this one a 50% free throw shooter exactly. First one on the way, no good. Rebound goes down to Womley Romero. 37 seconds left, and now Romero will have the ball. He'll hand it over to Womley Romero. Three-point shot on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Big Piney and Munoz. Munoz looks to press with 20 seconds. He gets the ball off. Finally down into low post. Shot up, and that is good by Espinade. Espenscheid, thank you, sir. 30-24 with 10 seconds left. Romero will take the ball out with 3 seconds. He's going to look to go. He's going to hand it to Womley Romero. Shot up and no good. And that is the half. It is 30-24 in favor of the Wind River Cougars. Remember, winner of this one will play Shoshone tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the 2A West Regional Championship here at Riverton. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to take a collective breath. And when we come back, we'll have stats, halftime analysis. We'll be right back.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back. Halftime score in this one as Big Piney trails Wind River 30-24. It was Wind River out in a 20-15 run in the first quarter. They outscored Big Piney 10-9 in the second, but it was at the free throw line where they made their hay. Wind River 7-12 at the free throw line. Big Piney 1 for 4 in the contest. Individually for Big Piney, 8 points for Giovanni Munoz. Ruben Stoutenberg with 1 free throw. He missed that. Coy Walton finishes the first half with 3 points. 3 points for Ethan Whiterock on a 3. 4 points for Jasper Brower. 4 points for Caleb Strong. And 2 points for Jade Espenscheid. 3-pointers came from Giovanni Munoz with 2 threes early in the game as Big Piney built a big lead. Ethan Whiterock with a 3, so 3 3-pointers for Big Piney. On the other side for Wind River, Braden Linhart with 2 points, 6 points for Hunter Walker, 13 points for Chambray Romero, Trey Mulholland with 3 points, Jaden Miller with a couple free throws, he did not score, and Wiley Shear with a couple long threes, he's got 6 points. So 3 threes for Wind River, 3 threes for Big Piney. It's the difference in the game, free throw shooting in this one. Foul trouble, Hunter Walker with 2, J.C. Herbert with 2. Herbert has not scored in this game. Wiley Shear with 2 fouls. On the other side, Coy Walton with 2 fouls, Seth Stoutenberg with 2 fouls, Caleb Strong with 2 fouls. Turnover-wise, Big Piney was 6, Wind River with 3. As this chaos went on, there was only 1 lead change in this game in the first half as Big Piney got out fast. Wind River came back. They've held the lead since about 3 minutes into the first quarter. Halftime score, Wind River 30 and Big Piney 24. Winner of this game moves on. They'll play Shoshone tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The loser's got to come back early in the morning, play a 9:30 loser out game against Wyoming Indians. So if you're Big Piney, you don't want to have to play Wind River on Friday night and then come back and face another running team in Wyoming Indian on Saturday morning. Talk about going through the gauntlet.
Yeah, absolutely. Wyoming Indian definitely is, I feel like they are just chomping at the bit, hoping that this score stays like it is. Like you said, they're wanting to see Big Piney again for sure. Wind River and Shoshone had a really awesome game early on this season. And so I feel like Shoshone is kind of wanting this score to stay the same as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how the next 2 quarters play out, and it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot more energy in this one for sure as Wind River leads 30-24.
All right, those are your halftime stats. We've got 4:26 and counting to go before the second half of this one starts. Good crowd inside Riverton High School. Man, if we get Shoshone and Wind River tomorrow, this place will be standing room only. Travis Gupton, we'll be back. This is Fremont County basketball, Wind River basketball, our first call of the tournament of the Cougars, and they're as good as advertised on KWYW.
When repairs are complete After a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare would like to wish everyone a happy, healthy new year. They encourage you all to continue to practice COVID-19 precautions in an effort to keep you and your loved ones safe. They offer a safe and sanitary clinical setting when you stop in for your medical, dental, optometry, and behavioral health needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare have clinics in Arapahoe, Ethany, and Riverton for your convenience. More information can be found online at windriver.care.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Welcome back into Riverton High School Gymnasium on the campus of Riverton High School. We are about ready to get started for the third quarter. 30-24 is the score in favor of the Cougars. Cougars will have the ball as we go and get started in the third quarter. Referee will hand the ball off to Herbert, who gives it in to Romero, and we're off and running. Romero goes around, gives it off to Hunter Walker. Walker ends it up to Mulholland. Mulholland off to Walker. And back to Romero. Romero looks to drive, uses a little bit of a screen, takes a shot up, wild shot, no good. And we have got a jump ball. And Coach Nate Strong already is not agreeing. That is another jump ball. And the referees had to discuss it, but it will go to the punchers. Almost a 5-second call. Finally get it into Jasper Brower. Brower hands it off to Stounberg, who hands it off and almost gets it stolen, but gets it in the hands of White Rock. And it is stolen that time by Romero. Romero looks to drive. He's coming up the court, across the timeline. Three-point shot on the way. Good, and fouled.
Wow. Clay Walton turned around, looked at the official, Travis, and said, I didn't do it, but he did.
That is the cardinal sin of basketball, shooting a three-point shooter. And it should be 33-24.
He didn't shoot him, he fouled him. Okay.
Thank you. It's been a long day, y'all.
Uh-oh, now he's back to Southern talk.
Romero up, no good on the free throw. Ball goes down to White Rock, and everybody's on the floor. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to go in the favor of the Cougars. 33-24 as we're just getting started in the third quarter. 7:15 left in the third quarter. Romero, nice no-look pass off to Herbert, who gets it out to Walker. Walker off to Romero. Uses a screen by Shear. Romero's going to shoot another three, and he's got it.
19 points now for Chambray Romero.
Romero starting to feel it, and so is the Cougars. Quickly off the court comes Coy Walton. Walton with the ball across the timeline. He hands it off to White Rock. White Rock shoots a three-pointer. That one's on the way. That's good. And now it's raining threes on both ends. 36-27 with 6.5 left in the third quarter. Romero with the ball. Tries to drive, is blocked off. Hands off to Hunter Walker. Walker's going to shoot a long three-pointer. That ball's no good. Down low on an offensive rebound is Herbert. He goes up. He's fouled. Foul will probably go on White Rock. It does not. It goes on
Jasper Brower, his
Jasper
second.
Brower. Thank you, sir.
9-point lead for Wind River as Herbert now will shoot two. It's 36-27 with 6:22 to play third quarter.
Herbert's first is up and no good. Herbert coming into the game a 62% free throw shooter, which means he'll probably miss the second one after I jinxed it.
J.C. Herbert has not scored in this game. He's been scoring a lot of points for this Wind River team.
Second one on the way. That one's good. So as soon as you say that, partner, he gets his first points of the night, and it goes out of bounds, and Herbert almost ran into the locker room trying to save that ball. Turnover goes to, or not turnover, it'll stay with the Punchers. Ends up in the hands of Walton. He's got to get it across the timeline, and he doesn't. He tried to get it over to White Rock, and White Rock was unable to get it.
That's the second 10-second count. Nate Strong giving it hard to the official. He said it was an 8 seconds, but I believe it was 10.
Turnover goes in the favor of the Cougars, and it was Walker trying to get it down low, and here comes the Punchers. Up and good for Coy Walker.
Beautiful pass from Ethan White Rock, and the lead is 8, 37-29.
Romero will bring the ball across the timeline for the Cougars. He'll slow down and take a breath. Almost loses the ball. Trying to see who that was. That was Herbert that went down. Pass goes down low into the hands of Mulholland. He's fouled. Foul is on, thank you, Stoutenberg. That is his third, and that is the team's third of the second half.
Hunter Walker will come out of the ball game. Jaden Miller back in for Wind River. It's Wind River basketball.
Miller with the ball. Hands off to Herbert. Shot up and good by Wind River, by Herbert. It is now 39-29, back to a 10-point game. Quickly, here comes the Punchers. Down low, shot up and no good by Stoutenberg, and everyone goes down, and there's a foul on, no, there's no foul. There is.
Jasper Brower got tied up with Trey Mulholland, and they'll just let him get up and walk it off as Jade Espenscheid comes in for Brower.
So it is 39-29 with 5:20 left in the third quarter. Shear looking for somebody to give it to. He finally gives it off to J.C. Herbert, who gives it to Romero. Romero will now bring it across the timeline with 5:15 left in the third quarter. Romero looks to drive. He's got what is it again? I'm sorry. Munoz on him. He gives it off to Miller, who gives it back to Romero. Romero starts to call out a play. He's going to use the same exact play. Nice give to Shear. Up and good. That was fully facilitated by Romero, who makes it a 41-29 game with 4:50 left in the third.
8 points for Wiley Shear.
And a turnover goes to the Cougars. And here comes, nice block by White Rock. J.C. Herbert had a wide open shot, and he was blocked, and it goes out of bounds. It will go to
Wind River.
Sorry, I saw White Rock standing there, and I thought he was going to take it.
Chambray Romero started that fast break on the nifty steal. It's 41-29, 4:41 to play third quarter.
Nice play. Not even touching the ground was Mulholland. And a nice inbounds play, 43-29 now in favor of the Cougars. Ball in the hands of Munoz. He finds Stoutenberg, who takes a shot up and good. 43-31 with 4:19 left in the third quarter. Romero with the ball, and he is setting up the offense, surveying the situation. He looks to drive, does not go. He goes the other way, hands it off to Herbert. Herbert's going to go up. He rises really high up. Shot no good. Goes out of bounds. Ball will go to the Cougars. 4:01 left in the third quarter, and we will have some substitutions for the Cougars.
Braden Lenhart, Hunter Walker enter. J.C. Herbert going to come out along with Chambray Romero. 4:01 to play third quarter. It's Wind River up on Big Piney, 43-31.
Almost a 5-second call. Again, able to get it in is the Cougars. It will stay with the Cougars as the ball goes out of bounds. 3:59 left in a 43-31 ball game. And let me just say this. I am very honored to have Cody Beers with me. I'm a rookie at calling play-by-play, so it's nice to have someone who's been doing this a while. And thank you, Ernie Over, for also texting Cody and telling him how terrible I am doing. So it is 3:48 left in the third quarter, and a turnover goes to Big Piney. Munoz with the ball. He just sent Shear sliding, and a foul finally called. Foul is on, trying to see, that's on Jaden Miller. That is his first, team's first of the second half. 3:38 left in the third quarter. It is 43-31. Ball in the hands of Stoutenberg. He hands it off to Munoz. Munoz looks to drive. It's one-on-one action, literally. Ball drives, no good. He hands it out to Stoutenberg. Stoutenberg almost was trying to get it to White Rock. Miller steals it away, and here comes the Cougars. 3:20 left, 43-31. Ball now in the hands of Walker, who gives it over to Lenhart. Lenhart surveys the situation. Coach Strong imploring his team over on the sidelines. That's a travel he's calling. It ends up, however, in the hands of Shear. Shear shoots for three. That ball's up and no good. Rebound comes down to the Espenscheid. Munoz brings the ball across the timeline. He's got Miller all over him. Nice look down low, however. Shot up and good. That was Stoutenberg, and he's fouled.
43-33 ball game. The foul's going to go on Lenhart, his first foul, and Stoutenberg with a chance at a three-point play. 2:43 to play third quarter, and Wind River leading this one 43-33.
And again, the winner will be playing, I believe it's Shoshone tomorrow at 1 o'clock, correct?
That's right, for the 2A regional championship.
Free throw up, no good. Comes back into the hands of Hunter Walker. Hands it off to Romero. Romero will bring it across the timeline. He almost traveled. He gets it in the hands of Mulholland. He takes a shot up, no good. Offensive rebound, and Coach Walker got a timeout just in the nick of time. So we're going to take it with him. It's 2:28 left in the third quarter, 43-33. We'll be right back on 99.1 KWYW.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Welcome back. It is 2:28 left in the third quarter, 43-33 in favor of the Cougars of Wind River. That looked like Romero trying to get it in to Shear. It's turned over, and Big Piney was trying to get a quick touch pass down the floor, unable to do so. Turnover goes to the Cougars. 3-point shot on the way by Shear is up and good.
His third 3. Wiley Shear now with 11 points.
And it is a 13-point game with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, 46-33.
And a turnover out of bounds back to Wind River. 2:02 to play, third quarter.
It's going to be Herbert giving the ball to Romero, and Romero will bring it across the timeline. 1:56 and counting left in the third quarter. Ball back in the hands of Romero. Looked like one of the Cougars were trying to get it down to Mulholland. He couldn't do it, and we got a timeout now as the ball ends up in the hands of Big Piney, and so Coach Nate Strong will call a timeout, and it's a 30-second timeout, so we're going to take that one as well. We will be right back on 99.1 KWYW.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
We're back. Big Piney bringing the ball across the timeline, and as soon as I say that, a turnover ends up in the hands of... There's a lot of back and forth going on. It finally ends up in the hands of J.C. Herbert of Wind River. He hands it off to Walker, who gives it to Romero. Romero for 3 is up and no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. It will go to the Punchers.
That was good hustle play by Hunter Walker to find Romero. Chambray just unable to hit that 3. Chambray leads all scorers in this game with 19 points. 11 points for Wiley Shear, and on the other side, nobody in double figures.
Munoz with the ball. He's close to the timeline. He's double teamed. Ball goes off of someone, ends up in the hands of Romero. Romero will go all the way, scoop and score.
Boy, that was an athletic play by Wiley Shear, and Chambray Romero cleaned it up.
Ball now coming across the timeline for Big Piney. Down low, no call there. Ends up in the hands of Esplanade. His goes to White Rock, 3-pointer on the way. That ball's no good. Munoz with the ball. His ball ends up in the hands of, don't see who that is. That's on Jasper Brower. And finally a foul's called.
Looks like Chambray Romero going to get the foul. And Romero, his first foul.
That will send Jasper Brower to the line with 34.8 left in the third quarter in a 48-33 ball game.
Brower 4 points in the game. His first free throw is not good.
Host of substitutions now, partner, for both teams.
Braden Lenhart in the game, Caleb Strong, also Cade David in as Trey Mulholland comes out. Jaden Miller back in the game. So we're getting some breaks for J.C. Herbert, Hunter Walker, and Trey Mulholland.
Brower's second one is up, and that one is good. Makes it 48-34 with 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Quickly, ball goes in the hands of Lenhart. Lenhart moves it around, ends up in the hands of Miller. 3-point shot up, no good. Here comes Munoz for Big Piney. He's got 3 Cougars around him. Ball ends up down low, ends up back in the hands of Munoz. Referee had to dodge out of the way, and a lot of stuff happening there And finally, another foul is called. That's going to go on Wiley Shear. That's his third, team's fourth. It will be 13.5 left in the third quarter, 48-34. Down low goes the puncher, shot up and no good by Stoutenberg, and then another foul is called.
Brower's going to be fouled on the play, and I believe this one's going to be on Cade David. And on David, that'll be his second.
So 6.6 seconds left in the third, 48-34. The punchers are going to look for the final shot probably of the quarter. Ball all the way out to the top of the key to Strong. Strong to Stoutenberg. Stoutenberg shot up and good at the buzzer. So at the end of three, it's 48-36. We are 8 minutes away from deciding who will face Shoshone in the 2A West Regional Championship tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. I'm Travis Gupton. He's Cody Beers. We are going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, it's going to be fourth quarter action. We'll be right back on KWYW.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Welcome back inside Riverton High School, inside Wolverine Gymnasium. As we enter the fourth quarter, it is 48-36 in favor of Wind River. Big Piney stormed out early to about a 7 or 8 point lead, partner, and then from there it's been really all Cougars.
21 points for Chambray Romero, 11 for Wiley Shear, 6 points for Hunter Walker, and 5 for Trey Mulholland. On the other side, Giovanni Munoz with 8 points for Big Piney. Ethan Whiterock with 6, and Coy Walton and Jasper Brower with 5 each. Here's Travis Gupton, and the fourth quarter underway in this one. 8 minutes to a championship appearance for the Wind River Cougars.
Linhart hands the ball over to Romero, who ends it up to Miller, who gives it back to Linhart, who gives it to Miller, who gives it back to Linhart. Little pitch and catch here for the Cougars, a different pace than what we've seen at the beginning of the first three quarters. Linhart with the ball at the top of the key. He hands it off to Miller. Miller surveys the situation. Ball goes down to Shear, shot up, and they're going to say that Shear traveled.
Turnover number 8 on Wind River. On the other side, 14 for Big Piney as Coy Walton returns and replaces Ruben Stoutenberg.
After that walking call, you could hear the Wind River fans. They disagreed with that. However, it is a turnover. Goes into the hands of Stoutenberg, then over into the hands of Strong. Back to Stoutenberg. Stoutenberg pass is deflected, ends up getting a turnover in the hands of Romero for the Cougars. Romero slows down, gets the ball into the hands of Shear. Shear's going to take a three-point shot. That ball is up and no good. Romero, Johnny on the spot, gets an offensive rebound. That's no good. Comes down to Stoutenberg. Stoutenberg hands it to Munoz as he's trying to get across the timeline. He does. Ball ends up in the hands of Walton. Walton shot up, no good, and it will go out of bounds.
Good hustle play by Cade David on the backside. Knocked the ball out of bounds, or else it would have been an easy layup for Big Piney. Back at the other end, it was Seth Stoutenberg getting just pesticized by Jaden Miller.
Ball back into the hands of Munoz. Hands off to Walton. Walton thought was going to take a shot. He ends up passing it. It ends up back in the hands of Munoz. Munoz looks to drive, back behind his back pass. Doesn't get there, but he gets it back. Shot up and good for Munoz.
That'll give him 10 points on the night, and we'll get a foul on Wind River. And that'll go on Cade David. It'll be his third foul.
So that will send Munoz to the line with 6:30 2 left in the fourth quarter in a 10-point ball game, 48-38. Riverton head coach Bo Sheets right here taking in some 2A action. He tried to wear a hat so I couldn't see him, but I ended up finding him anyway. Referee wipes the ball off, and so that was the delay there. So he will hand the ball to Munoz, who will take 2 dribbles, 3 dribbles and a spin, shot up, high arcing free throw, up and good. And off come the Cougars back the other way with Romero. Romero looks around, tries to find someone to give the ball to. Now he sets up a play. He's got Munoz on him. Screen there by Mulholland. Still trying to find something, and finally there's an offensive foul, and it's going to be called on Mulholland.
And Mulholland with the moving screen on Seth Stoutenberg, and he just stepped right in front, and you can't do that. Yeah, we still got a ball game here. Big Piney has got this one inside 10 points, 48-39.
Double team finally gets the ball into the hands of Stoutenberg. Shot up, no good by Big Piney. Rebound comes down to Shear, who gives it to Romero. We are under 6 minutes in a 48-39 ball game in favor of the Cougars. Romero calls out a play, hands it off to Linhart. Linhart hands it to Miller. Miller into Mulholland. Mulholland tries to get it around, not able to do so, ends up in Miller's hand. Wild shot, but they're going to call a block. That's probably going to go on number 3, and it does.
Third foul on Caleb Strong, and so Jaden Miller will go to the line. He'll shoot a pair. Jaden Miller has not scored in this game. He's 0 for 2 at the line. Through 3 quarters, Wind River was 8 of 15 at the free throw line, and Big Piney 2 of 6.
Miller misses the first one, and substitution for the punchers as Espienscheid will come in for Big Piney.
Seth Stoutenberg to the bench as Espienscheid enters the game.
Second one on the way, and it is good, and that is Miller's first points of the night. 49-39 with 5.5 left in this one. 10-point game. Munoz with the ball. Slows down the situation. Not really in any hurry yet. You've still got a close ball game, at least in reach. 3-point shot on the way. No good by Walton. Rebound comes down to Linhart. Linhart hands it off to Romero as we are right about 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the ball game. 49-39. Miller has the ball, surveys the situation, gives it to Shear. Shear's going to shoot a 3-point shot. That's up and no good. Rebound comes to Munoz. Munoz comes down across the timeline. Fans wanted to walk. No call there. Ends up in the hands of Walton. Walton hands off to Strong and then hands it off to Espienscheid, who gives it back to Strong, and now we're playing pitch and catch between the two. Ball ends up in the hands of Walton. Cross-court pass to Munoz for 3. No good. Offensive rebound, up and no good. Another offensive rebound, up and no good. Third offensive rebound, up and no good. And finally a foul.
Brower got knocked to the ground, but great job by the punchers on the offensive boards. They got 4 rebounds on that possession before Trey Mulholland picked up foul number 2.
Jasper Brower will go to the line for 2 shots and could get this to an 8-point ball game. First one is up, good.
Brower now with 6 points. He's 2 for 3 at the free throw line. And the lead is back to 9. Big Piney continuing to chip away as Ethan Whiterock re-enters the game and Caleb Strong sits down. Also Jaden Miller comes out of the game. J.C. Herbert back in there.
Brower's second shot up and no good. Rebound comes down to Whiterock. He's on the ground, and they're going to call a jump ball.
That'll be a held ball, and it'll stay with Big Piney. So Big Piney with another chance to cut into this lead as Brower comes out and Seth Stoutenberg back in the ballgame.
Wide open is Stoutenberg. He's going to take the shot up, and that's good. 49-42 with 4:20 left in the ball game. And don't look now, partner. We got ourselves a tight one. Ball in the hands of Walker. Walker was trying to lead Romero, and Romero didn't cut. And so they threw it out of bounds, turnover. Timeout on the floor, Wind River. It is a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. 4:08 left in the ball game. 49-42 in favor of the Cougars. But don't look now. The Punchers are coming back. We'll be right back on 99.1 KWYW.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
The Punchers are on a 6-1 run right now as we come back with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. White Rock with the ball, surveying the situation, gets it down low to Espenshad. Espenshad hands it off to Walton, who hands it off to Stoutenberg. Stoutenberg for three, misses everything, and it goes off of White Rock, and it will be the Cougars with the ball with 3:46 left in a 49-42 ball game. Winner plays Shoshone tomorrow at 1 o'clock for a 2A West Regional Championship. That was a push-off, but no call by Walker. Ball comes out to Big Piney, and look at the speed coming back on defense. Romero with the ball. He almost traveled again. That was almost a walk again by Walker. His shot up, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Shear. That ball is up and no good. And finally, it ends up in the hands Seth Stoutenberg. Ball comes across to Ruben Stoutenberg. His shot up, and it's good. 49-44 with 3 minutes left in this one. And Coach Walker is going to be bringing Linhart back into the game at the next dead ball. Walker with the ball, hands it off to Herbert. Herbert to Mulholland. Mulholland shot up, no good. Rebound was last touched by Shear. It will be Big Piney basketball with 2:45 left in the fourth. 49-44 left in 49-44 to the score in favor of Wind River.
This game has gotten incredibly close on an 8-1 run in the fourth quarter by Big Piney. It's Big Piney basketball.
Stoutenberg now with the ball, cross all the way down to Ruben Stoutenberg, who gives it up to White Rock. White Rock's shot up and no good. Ball comes down to the Cougars, and it is Linhart with the ball with 2.5 minutes left in the ball game. Linhart has White Rock on him. Hands off to Walker. Back to Linhart. Linhart in no hurry, really. Ball to Romero. Not really the time to foul yet, obviously. Ball in the hands, and it was Herbert, and he stepped out of bounds.
Nope, they caught Jasper Brower with the blocking foul. It'll be the third foul on Brower.
Okay, so that will work. That'll be an out of bounds. It's not going to be the shots yet, free throw shots yet for the Cougars.
Munoz coming in for Coy Walton, and we'll get a timeout. 2:04 to play, Big Piney timeout. 49-44. Travis Gupton, Cody Beers will be back on KWYW, streaming live on YouTube at WyoToday.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
.204 left in the ball game, 49-44 in favor of the Cougars. Cougars ball. Shot up, three-point shot by Linhart is no good. Romero with the offensive rebound. He's getting all kinds of harassed, and it goes out of bounds, and it will go off of Romero. And Coach Walker not having had a word with the official and apparently did not like that call. 1:55 left now, 49-44. Ball in the hands of Ruben Stoutenberg. Deflected by Romero. Still doesn't have possession to Stoutenberg. Now in the hands of Espienscheid. Now to White Rock, and there's a 10-point.
Yeah, they got a 30
They got the timeout. So we are going to stay right here with a minute 37 left in this one. 49-44. Partner, we're in for a good last few minutes.
Yeah, that was great defense by Chambray Romero, which almost forced a 10-second call, but it forced Nate Strong to take the 30-second timeout. It'll be Big Piney basketball. It's a 5-point game. You go down right now, you get a shot, you cut it to 3, and that would be a one-possession ball game with about 1 minute to play. It's anybody's ball game here, as Wind River only with 1 point in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they definitely need to find some offense. And for Big Piney, they do not need a three-point shot right off the bat.
They've been outscored in this quarter 13-1.
And shockingly enough, they still lead 49-44. Usually when you see a stat line like that, you're down.
Actually, it's 8-1. Sorry, my bad addition there.
We're going to forgive you on that one.
Big Piney basketball.
White Rock has the ball as we start play again with a minute 25. He's got Linhart all over him. He's still trying to find somebody to give the ball to. Finally in the hands of Munoz. Munoz drives towards the basket. Cross-court pass to White Rock. White Rock for 3. No good. Rebound almost in the hands of Walker, but it comes down to Big Piney. And then in the hands of Linhart. Linhart's got a wide open basket. He scoops and he scores. 51-44 with under a minute left. Turnover goes to Romero. Romero has been fouled. And the crowd for Wind River is ecstatic. Linhart calls out to the crowd. Everyone's having a party over across the way from us.
Ruben Stoutenberg's second foul. Now as Coy Walton comes back in the game. That's team foul number 6. It'll be Wind River basketball with 52 seconds to play.
Ball in the hands of Linhart. However, it's turned over and he stepped out of bounds.
Boy, nice steal there by Coy Walton, but he ended up out of bounds.
50.2 left in this ball game. 51-44. Substitution for the Punchers as, let's see who that is. That's Strong coming back into the game. He'll come in for White Rock. I feel like White Rock will not be out for long. It will be Cougars basketball. Weird place to have the ball come into. However, he gets it in pretty easily in the hands of Mulholland. And Mulholland is fouled with 46.6 left in a 51-44 ball game.
That's going to be the fourth foul on Seth Stoutenberg. So to the line, Mulholland. He'll shoot 1 plus the bonus.
And as predicted, White Rock had about maybe a breath and a half, and now he's back in.
Yeah, they're going to play that substitution game here in the final 47 seconds.
First one on the way from Mulholland is up and good.
6 points for Trey Mulholland. That was a big free throw.
46.6 left, 52-44. Second one up. Off the front iron. Rebound comes down to Chombre Romero. He gets it to Linhart, who gets it then to Walker, and Walker's fouled.
Now Walker going to be fouled by Ethan Whiterock. And on Whiterock, that'll be his first foul. 39.8 seconds to play, 8-point lead for Wind River, and Hunter Walker to the line. He's 1 for 3 today. Walker was 6 points.
If you're wanting a Cougar to go to the line, as Walker's first one is up and no good, only a 39% free throw shooter. Quickly the ball comes down court to Big Piney, and they got a shot up and good by Walton. And then quickly a timeout for Nate Strong. And it's a full timeout, so we're going to take it with him. 33.9 seconds left in this one. 52-46. We'll be right back on KWYW.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
52-46 in favor of the Cougars as we come out of the timeout. Partner, we are in store for a fun last few seconds of this one. The winner will play Shoshone tomorrow for the 2A West Championship, Regional Championship, and you're going to have that game here on KWYW. I'm going to be over in Lander as Du Bois takes on Saratoga. That game will be on KDNO. We'll get to that later. 33.9, and Walker has the ball, and Walker still is in trouble, and now a jump ball. They're going to call a jump ball.
And the ball will stay with Wind River on the alternating possession. So
official down here said that Coach Walker had called a timeout, but they didn't catch it in time. So now Walker with the ball. He'll get it to Linhart with 26 seconds, and there's a foul. And that will send Linhart to the line, and that's exactly, if you're Big Piney, who you don't want to send to the line, an 80% free throw shooter.
Coy Walton's 4th foul, and Linhart with a chance probably to ice it. Right now a 2-possession game, and if he hits one of these, it will be a 3-possession game.
Linhart takes 2 dribbles, quickly up, good.
3 for 3 at the line, as you said, Travis. Linhart now with 5 points.
Yeah, Linhart, an 80% free throw shooter, exactly who you didn't want to go. And as soon as I say that, he misses it, but he gets an Romero gets an offensive rebound, and they're going to chase Linhart all the way around. He's not passing the ball away. Now they're trying to foul, and finally it ends up in the hands of J.C. Herbert, who is the other person you don't want the ball to get into the hands to if you're going to go to the free throw line.
That foul going to go on Jasper Brower, his 4th. 13.3 seconds to play. 7-point lead. This game all but over as Herbert steps to the line.
Herbert, a 69% free throw shooter. First one is up and good.
2 for 3 today. 4 points for J.C. Herbert.
What a game by Chombre Romero. Sorry, partner.
The officials all heading for the locker room. They don't want to be around after this one.
Second one on the way up and is good, and that will all but do it. And the crowd over around the way knows it. 3-point shot on the way up, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Big Piney with 7.1 seconds left. So now we know the setup for tomorrow. It'll be Wyoming Indian getting the match that I think they wanted against this Big Piney team, and then an all Fremont County championship game between the Shoshone Wranglers and the Wind River Cougars. Rebound comes down, and that is it. And the crowd goes absolutely berserk on the final buzzer. Final score from this one, 55-46. It is going to be Shoshone It's going to be Wind River. It's going to be the 2A West Championship tomorrow at 1 p.m. here in Riverton High School.
Yeah, and don't forget about the Lady Chiefs taking on Rocky Mountain at 11:30. We'll be back. We'll talk about all that stuff on the postgame show.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store is a proud sponsor of Wyoming Indian basketball. Let's go, Chiefs!
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Welcome back to 99.1 KWYW. Final score from this one, the Wind River Cougars defeat the Big Piney Punchers 55-46. And partner, you have the stats. I'll let you run.
Well, 30 points for Wind River in the first half. They outscore Big Piney 30-24. They come out in the second half and outscore Big Piney 25-22. And the final margin of victory, 9 points for the Wind River Cougars, who improved to 17-6 on the season. Big Piney falls to 8-11, and they will take on Wyoming Indian tomorrow morning at 9:30. Wind River will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow, and they will take on the Shoshone Wranglers, who come out with the number 3 seed in the Northwest and win 2 straight for Coach Jonathan Wakeland, and they'll play the Wind River Cougars. So good job all the way around, and all Fremont County Boys Championship and the other championship, Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs and Rocky Mountain at 11:30. So individually for Big Piney in this game, Giovanni Munoz, the only double-figure scorer. He had 11 points, 4 points for Ruben Stoutenberg, 7 points for Coy Walton, 6 for Ethan Whiterock, 6 for Jasper Brower, 6 for Seth Stoutenberg, 4 points for Caleb Strong, and 2 points for Jade Espenscheid. This Big Piney team was 4 of 9 at the free throw line. They ended up committing 15 turnovers. There was 1 lead change in this ball game. Big Piney was up early, but when Wind River got the lead, they didn't look back, and they held on for the 9-point victory. Individually for Wind River in this ball game, 5 points for Braden Linhart, 6 points for Hunter Walker, 21 points through 3 quarters for Chambray Romero. Good job by Romero. J.C. Herbert finishes with 5 points, all in the second half. 6 points for Trey Mulholland, 1 point for Jaden Miller, and 11 points for Wiley Shear. This Wind River team, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes in the game. They would go 13 of 24 at the free throw line, finish unofficially with 11 turnovers. And, you know, Wind River wins it 55-46. We're going to award our Papa Murphy's Players of the Game now. And for Wind River, it's going to be Chambray Romero, 21 points. He was outstanding, 8 points in the first quarter, 5 in the second, 8 in the third for a team high and a game high total of 21 points. Congratulations to Chambray Romero, our Papa Murphy's Player of the Game.
And it was a big play, big time playing by the Cougars, and they did exactly what they come out and do. They play chaotic. That is what they've been harping on all season, and that's what's got them now to the 2A West Regional Championship game against Shoshone tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow we'll start things off at the Riverton Middle School at 9:30 a.m. It'll be the Wyoming Indian Chiefs and Big Piney, and at stake in that game, a trip to the 2A state tournament to the winner. That'll be a big one. The winner of that game has another game tomorrow at 1 o'clock, but we will not cover that game. So just so everybody knows it in Chiefs Nation, we will not be able to cover that second game tomorrow in the consolation bracket, and here's why. At 11:30 tomorrow morning, the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs take on the Rocky Mountain Lady Grizz for a 2A West Region Championship. Those teams played earlier this year, and it was Rocky taking the game up in Cowley by a score of 51-43. And then at 1 o'clock tomorrow, we'll have the Wind River Cougars and, as you said, the Shoshone Wranglers for a 2A Boys West Region Championship. All Fremont County will have that one on KWYW. All three of those first games on KWYW. And then Travis Gupton will be over in Lander at noon tomorrow on 101.7 KDNO as the DuBois Rams take on the Saratoga Panthers for a 1A West Boys Championship.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun game. I'm looking forward to it. And then also, let's not forget that tomorrow also on 93.9 KTAK, the Riverton Wolverines will be on the road as they take on Cody. And then when we're done at Lander, me and Ernie Over are going to be calling the – we'll be calling the game. The Lander Valley Tigers and Lady Tigers are going to take on Powell tomorrow at Lander. That'll be after the DuBois game, so me and you are in for a long day tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day, but it'll be fun. Saturday, it's where all the checks are cashed in the 1A and 2A regionals, and the state tournament fields are set. Hey, it'll be a blast. Thanks for joining us here, and we appreciate all the sponsors who help bring you these games. And throughout the year, it's regional time, and 1 week to go after this weekend in the 1A, 2A season. Of course, 2 more weeks to go in the 3A and 4A season. So, hey, Travis, thanks for joining me here on the broadcast. Appreciate you saving my voice for Championship Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a pleasure, Cody, and it's been a pleasure to be able to bring you these games this evening. So for Travis Gupton, Cody Beers, for Kirk at the studio, and for everybody here at WyoToday Media, we say so long, and we'll see you tomorrow for championship, consolation bracket, and a bunch more action. Good night, everybody.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend